All right, good morning. Oh. All right. Okay. We made it. Get my Discord post made real quick. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Happy freaking Friday. Hope y'all are feeling good today.
Now,
Sammy Dot with a 5-pack. First subs of the day. Holy heck. Thank you, Sammy. Good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. All right, let's get a beard check in here. See what's going on. See what's going on around here. All right. Happy Friday. We kind of made it. We're here. Took us a second to get here. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it, but we made it. We did it. What up? What up, YouTube chat? Good morning. Appreciate y'all popping in here today. What up, Myth? What up, Myth T? What up, Data Geek? Good morning, Beth Chu. Welcome to the show today, Beth Chu. Good morning. Early Birds, Kerbu first in the chat. Oz for 30 months, 12 in a row. 12 in advance, I believe it is. So thank you, Oz, for the 30. Princess Fireball, welcome to the broadcast today. Good to see you, Jen. What up, Sim Cetera? Welcome in. We got Jen, Cozy Tina. Lots of Jens, by the way, all right? There's more than one. No, I just double helloed you. I'm lying. What up, Prof Unknown? What up, Brielle Basor? We got Johnson Boy in the house. We got Drea in the house. Hold on, let me gobble up some of this coffee real quick. Chicken Tendos. Welcome to the show, Majinx. What up, Crystal Alpaca? Mahogany Chica, Woolly Socks. Trips 14. Good morning again, Drea. Good to see you back in here. Happy Friday. Coco Winning. What up, Lights? Good morning, Elephant. What up, Dat Baby? Tales from the Fandoms in the house. Good morning. Thank you again, Sammy Doc. Can we get some love in the chat for the 5-pack for Oz as well? And welcome to the Friday morning show. Not quite Monday. Let's not go back there yet. I'm not ready for that. What up, Happy Abby? Tales from the Fandom. Good morning. Welcome in. Good to see y'all, G-Ski. What up, Game Kim? Yeah, I saw you in the Discord. I've been starting like 8:20 nowadays. I don't know why I can't get my butt in gear. Don't expect me to like 8:15. All right, I'm 8:20. I'm not locking in on the 8 o'clock on the dot. All right. What up, King of Arcadia? Welcome in, Moo Lola. How you doing today? I try to follow the schedule though. I try to give y'all 24 heads up if I don't make it on time. All right, if I'm not gonna be there. What up, Albino Black Bear? What up, Cinnamon Stick? Good to see you, Cinnamon. I hope you're feeling good. I hope everyone's feeling good out there. It's freaking Friday, baby. We got that Friday energy, baby. I don't know. I'm pretty out there today. What up, Ashry70? What up, VCat, Armazale, Ham Labs? What up, Cozy Chicky? WB Tech's in the house. JR Prisma's in the building. Happy freaking Friday. Welcome to the show. Yo, what up? It's Taco. Fuzzy Dimples is out here today. Welcome back, Admiral. What up, Zane? What up, Mini Mansky? Coda Bear's in the house. Moo Lola, good morning. I see you in the chat here now. First shout out was your daily check-in. We got LPK in the building. We got Kyle Ecstasy in the building. Not Monday again. Not too soon. Too soon. Too soon. Double dipping on YouTube and Twitch. Yo, a real one. Olive Garden, the OG, baby. Mossy Paws Gaming, welcome to the broadcast. Becker Doodle, welcome back. Happy freaking Friday. Good to see you in here. Cozyology, good morning. Alto Girl, good morning. Sipping on a creamsicle matcha. Ooh, man, I like creamsicle. Chad, are we creamsicle pro or are we creamsicle nay? Do we have our good and bad emotes going? I don't think so. Are we creamsicle yay or creamsicle nay? We do have our good and bad emotes up. Yeah, good. H does goods or H does bads. I'm a big creamsicle guy, dude. Give me that creamsicle. I like that flavor combo. What up, Loon? Good morning. Detective Rach. Good to see you in the chat. What up, Loon? Again, good morning. Welcome to the show. Lost Hylian, legend, myth, no longer lost, now found. They have found the Deku Scrub community. Now found. No longer lost. No ice cream in my popsicle, no floats either. Wow. This is coming from a Canadian who's willing to smother a bunch of cheese curds in gravy and French fries or something, but you're too good for a root beer float? You're too good for a ice cream vanilla mixed in with orange soda, but you're too good for that. You're Canadian ass. All right. I'm just kidding. Don't touch my poutine. I just hate orange. Yeah, I understand. The orange stops people. What about root beer? What about root beer floats though? If you don't like orange, are you down for root beer floats? Like, come on, dude. You speak of my butt again? Grabs Tony. No need to. Tony, I was just joking. No need to do that. Tone Balone, Tone the man, Slim Tony, T-Tone, dude, we're good. Double T-T-T-O-N-E, Tone, Tip Top Tone. We're good, man. We're chilling, dude. No, I'm not talking about anybody's butt in here, man. We good. Pretty Tony. Nah, we're good. All right, we're good, man. We're good. None of that. Anyways, good morning. What up, Sith Angel? I'm shipping you a shovel. That went for a long time. Sometimes you got to lean into it. Speaking of Tony, There it is, dude. There it is. Lynn Love, get him. Tell him, baby. But the God said chill. What up, Anxious Worm? Welcome to the show, Mary Meredith. Good morning. Welcome to the broadcast, y'all. Tony Stark. No shade. I was impressed. Yeah. That's all right. I never jump to the negative first. Rarely. I'm always thinking optimistically to some extent. So when somebody makes a comment in my chat, I usually don't think that they're criticizing. I try not to jump to the critical conclusion first. You know, life's too short for all that. Love me some orange and some grape. Poutine is the Hippo Villagers of AC. It had to be said. The Hippo Villagers of AC. I've never had poutine. I bet you it's delicious. I just had cheese curds for the first time. Can you believe that? Now, it might have been the worst introduction to cheese curds ever. It was about 5 years ago, and it was Dairy Queen cheese curds. It was Dairy Queen cheese curds. And they were like pretty good. It was the first time I ever had a cheese curd in my life. Yeah, it was Dairy Queen, and they were like, all right. I don't know. I don't really know what they're supposed to taste like, so. We never criticized the master. Should have gone to Freddy's. Why not? Yeah, why not? I mean, Dairy Queen's weird like that around here, Rosie Poo. It's like they sell ice cream, but also chili dogs, but also like ice cream cake. They'll also sell you some cheese curds and some pretzel sticks with cheese dip. Like it's they've like lost their identity. They were just supposed to be an ice cream shop, but now we're down this weird timeline where they're trying to be a ice cream pretzel stick hot dog shop. I don't know. It's just confused. They've lost their identity. It's just confusing. I don't know what's happening over there. I feel very British listening to this conversation. Oi, love. There, do you feel better now? What? A what? I hope you fit in now a little bit more. All right, there you go. There you go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. It's Friday, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So we're going to play some more Fields of Mistria. Having a slightly off day today. I don't know, 2 days in a row of just feeling super off. But that's all right. We'll make it happen. We got a night stream tonight, Mecha Chameleon, for those that voted. 5 p.m. Eastern time. We're checking out Mecha Chameleon for the first time. It's a $5 game on Steam. Hold on here. I need to lower my headphones here. I don't feel like shouting. $5 game on Steam. So if anybody wants to join us, it should be pretty fun. I've never played it before. I've never even installed it. So I'm going to install it here between streams and then load it up and make sure everything's good. And we're just gonna play the base game. Like I don't think I'll have any extra maps or anything downloaded. So we're just gonna play like the base game for the first time. Yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. What up, Nandez? Hey. Knocked over his toolbox at work and everything fell out. And then everything he tried to do failed. He was laughing about it. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta laugh about it. Yo, what up, Spidey Billy? Y'all could see my premium artistic skills tonight at 5 p.m. So come on by for that. I just did my first round ever in Mecha Chameleon. Let's come on by for that. I don't know. Hopefully we can do like public or private lobbies with just our chat. That's the one thing I didn't look into. So it seems like a lot of streamers play it with their chat. So there's got to be some form of accessibility regarding private lobby. There's got to be something, because I feel like I've been seeing people playing with their chat a lot. So when'd you last go to your cloud island in Pacopia? I went there like last week or the week before. We popped in to show off some storage. I was helping somebody out. You can just hide the screen. Cool. Just had a Starmie Dream Island where there was no caves, but the lab and the little shrine with the Pokemetal were outside. What the heck? That's so cool. Yeah, it's supposed to be pronounced mecha because it's like a Japanese word or something kind of translation. I've been going back and forth because I'm lazy, but from what I read, it's mecha chameleon, not mecha. But I don't, whatever. Yesterday I was pronouncing it mecha, then I woke up this morning and I guess I chose chaos. But yeah, I think it's from what I read, it's supposed to be mecha chameleon because of the way that word translates over. I don't know. That person I read that from could have been wrong, right? Like, I'm not sure, but yeah, mecha, apparently. Potato. You say potato, I say potato. That old ass song. You say tomato, I say tomato. Oh my gosh. Hylian about to get artsy in here. I'm not sure. I'm not the best at art stuff. Visual art is not my forte. I tried, I failed, I moved on, but we're gonna stream it anyways. Fresh Wisconsin cheese curds can't be beat. Sheetz has Wisconsin cheese curds. They're tasty. So I need to go to Sheetz. All right. Yo, thank you, Sith, for the YouTube love this morning. It goes a long way. It's never expected, but it's appreciated. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. I didn't even try on the round I did. I laid myself on a patterned carpet and got first place because they walked over me so many times. I was only painted one color of the carpet too. Gamers don't look up or down. They say that's the thing. That's a saying, right? Gamers don't look up and gamers don't look down. So, makes sense. Makes sense. Hope everyone had a good week so far. What are the plans for the weekend here? What are we getting into this weekend, chat room? We're going to jump into some gameplay here shortly. Today's a quick intro day. Felt like doing some more Fields of Mistria. Didn't feel like thinking about my decision too hard. So we're just going to go back in. Plus, we kind of had a weird episode yesterday. I didn't really feel like I accomplished much, so. First BD of my best friend's kid. Cute. I'm in the boons. We have 0 Sheetz around here. There's not really many Sheetz in Northern Ohio to begin with. At least from my experience. They're all like Central and Southern Ohio. Going to London with the family tomorrow. We're going to the aquarium, adults arcade, then to dinner. Dude, nice. What's an adult arcade? I'm assuming it's just an like game arcade, but just with the atmosphere for adults. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I hope you have a good time. Prepping for my baby's first birthday. Another first birthday in the chat. Aw, that's so cute. Are you ready to take lots of pictures? Dave & Buster's. I guess Dave & Buster's is kind of an adult arcade, except for the fact that everyone has their kids running around completely unattended. So, nah, never mind. Dave & Buster's is a nightmare. I bought my first accordion. I'm going to attempt some pirate tunes. Dude, nice. Round 1's better than DB. I can agree with that. I've been to round 1 and I like it. And the acoustics aren't good. Next Friday, I'm going to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. Nice, dude. I haven't seen it myself. I've heard good things. Yeah, right. Like, like in the States, we have arcade bars where it's like they serve alcohol, but so you have to be like above 18 or 21 to get in, whatever, which one. And then they have a bunch of arcade machines and stuff set up to play. Oh, that's my little island game, Drea. So I've been working very slowly on setting up this little text-based Animal Crossing game for my Twitch chat. And you can find more information in the Discord. Just go to the Island Game channel if you're interested. But it's like a little game you can play while you're hanging out in chat. It's something that I don't talk too much about but it's there, and more information in the Discord if you want to get started on it. It's fun. It's fun. Yo, what up, Muddy? Good to see you today. Good morning, everyone. On my way to work, but looking forward to a community game tonight. It's going to be cool. Yeah, community game's going to be chill. Yo, Chuck E. Cheese has been opening adult arcades. I heard about that. Chuck E. Cheese is adult arcades, dude. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic coming out in a bikini and serving me alcohol. I don't want to see Chuck E. Cheese in a G-string, all right? I'm not sure what's so adult about it, but all that sounds awkward to me, dude. It's called Chuck's Arcade. Like, dude, I don't know about this, dude. Chuck's Arcade. I don't know about this, dude. I don't know, man. So I guess it's just more of a focus on arcade than it is on like ball pits. And that's like the vibe. Like, here's a good picture. They're going straight round one with it. Like, this is like a really good shot of it right here. So like, they have a bunch of the gacha machines over here. Then they have like actual arcade games, not just like, because, you know, like original Chuck E. Cheese was like a blend of like, it wasn't really a ton of arcade games. They had that, at least where I was from, but it was like a big ball pit area and a lot of like just ticket grabber games where you just like press a button as fast as you can to get tickets. Whereas this seems more like round one, like they're going for the full arcade experience, I suppose. For those that are listening on the radio vibes, it just basically round one is what I'm getting from it. It's just like a darker atmosphere with a little bit more of a focus seemingly on the actual arcade games. That's kind of what I'm seeing. And it just has a little bit more of like an adult friendly atmosphere is like the energy that I'm getting from the pictures, but you're not really missing much. Oh, and you still have to deal with a stone drunk ass Chucky when you walk in the front door. Homie's seen some things, dude. It's Chucky all grown up. Look. It's Chucky all grown up. Just the life has left his eyes. He's an adult. He's thinking about the 15 bills he has to pay. He's thinking about his debt. He's thinking about his taxes. And he's just sitting here like, welcome to fucking Chuck's Arcade, dude. Give me your money. Hurry up. Move on. Yeah, this is my life now. Yeah, we're witnessing Chuck grow up in real time. Oh my gosh. Oh. Chuck been through it. Yo, thank you, Sith Angel, for the subscription over on YouTube, by the way. Thank you so much for hitting that sub on YouTube. Thank you very much. Never expected to double dip, by the way. You can choose to watch the show where you want. I offer subs on YouTube as an alternative for those that don't really watch Twitch. However, it's appreciated. Either way, thank you. Don't make me take your wallet away. Thank you very much. Thank you for the support over there as well. We hit 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Subscribers are basically follows on Twitch. So what Sith Angel just did was become a member. I should use proper terms. Thank you for the membership. Either way, we hit 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. YouTube's been a brand new journey for the past year or two. And it's kind of cool to be able to say that we did it here. I'm going to fix my camera real quick. It's pretty cool to say that we've come pretty far. All right, we'll leave it at that. All right, we've come pretty far, man. 4,000 subs is nothing to scoff at. It's just the humble beginnings of a journey, though. But there's 4,000 people out there that said, hey, I want to watch more of this guy's content and I want him to show up in my feeds. Like, that's pretty cool, man. It's not like I'm out there posting tons of content on YouTube yet. I'm mostly just my live broadcast, but I'd like to get back to making YouTube videos. So we'll get there. Thank you, everyone who's been supporting the YouTube, though. I really appreciate that. He's thinking, why am I an abomination? Get out of here. Fresh from my nightmares. That's Charles Cheese. That's not Chuck. That's Charles Cheese. Oh my gosh, dude. Competing with Dave and Buster's, I guess. No ball pit is a deal breaker. No ball pit is a deal breaker. I like that. I want adult. Can we get adult ball pits? Why is that only a kid thing? I want adult ball pits that are just like shallow lounges that have benches around the edge, and you just like sit on a bench in a ball pit that goes up like chest height, where you're allowed to drink alcoholic drinks, like a jacuzzi. And you just like sit in the ball pit on a bench, and you just like sit back with like a brewski, and you're just like, I'm in a ball pit and I'm drinking alcohol. Like that sounds like a good time, dude. Like, why are we hiding? Why are the ball pits only for the kids? You know, and guess what? It would be way less stinky. It would be way less stinky. You wouldn't have a bunch of stinky snot noses running around. It would be way less stinky. And you know, that's always been a problem with ball pits. There's always that one kid who has those stinky toes, who's taking off his shoes and going into the ball pit, and you're just like, damn, son. Pinky's out. I'm definitely gonna break my neck falling over a ball. Oh my gosh. I know, because I was that kid. Unfortunately, I've always been a feet stinker in my life. I know, because I was that kid. Always afraid to take his shoes off at parties. I'll never forget. Here's a mini story. There I was, invited to Colleen's birthday, 5th grade. Colleen was my favorite in that school. And little 5th grade me was so excited to get invited to her birthday. I thought to myself, maybe this was my chance to finally have a conversation with Colleen. So I go to her house for her birthday, and the first thing that they say to me when I walk in is, take off your shoes. All of a sudden, I want you to picture like the camera in a movie zooming in on my face, and the realization hit. My feet stank. I can't do that. So, do you want to know how I solved this problem? Straight up told the parents. Straight up grabbed the mom and was like, hey, I can't take my shoes off. My feet stink. And the mom was like, okay, sweetie, you go ahead and keep them on. And I was the only person in the whole party. We played telephone, we ate pizza, and I was the only kid with shoes on. And this mom, mother dearest of Colleen, let me keep my shoes on for the whole party, because I just told her, I was just like, yo, listen, man, my feet stink. I can't do that. I'm gonna reek the place up. Like, you don't want that. You do not want that. And she let me go. She let me slide. W mom, dude. How old is this? 5th grade. This was 5th grade. And I will never forget, we were all sitting in a circle playing telephone, and I was sitting with my feet out, and I had my shoes on. And nobody else did. Yeah, well, yeah. Her mom was so real for that. Yeah, dude. That's why. That is so sweet that you were honest and didn't want to stink up the place. Yeah, really, I just was nervous because of Colleen, and I just used stinking up the place as an excuse to not embarrass myself in front of Colleen. But sure, yeah, you know, I also cared about the other people there and their noses. Definitely. Did any of the other kids say anything? No. I think everyone was just so excited about the party. Nobody said anything about my shoes. Yeah, no. I don't know. I wasn't necessarily late. I wasn't necessarily early, so it wasn't like a point of focus. I guess I got lucky in that regard, yeah. I don't remember the story too well. It's been, 5th grade was a long time ago. But I'll never forget going into that house and that feeling of dread when I realized that I was gonna have to de-shoe. What up, Charlie? Good morning, Letterella? Maybe I'm close. Maybe. Oh, what up, Elliot B? Good morning. Oh my gosh, dude. Messing with BTTV settings? Yeah. BTTV's had a glow up recently. I didn't realize just how much of a glow up it's had. The settings window's completely different than it used to be. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'd be messing with BTTV for sure. I'll be real, BTTV has gotten so much money from me because I subscribed to them for like $3 back in 2019 and I just never turned it off. So they've been getting like $3 from me for once a month for like 7 years. Because when I first started streaming, it mattered because if you subscribed, you'd get more BTTV emotes to use. And I wanted access to more of them. And that was what originally sold me on it. And then 7 years later, I'm like, I don't even know why I'm still subbed to them. Worth it? They've got the old squeeze on me, dude. BTTV changed my Twitch experience for the better. Yeah, I think most people feel that way. Especially the auto grab for drops and the auto grab for channel points. I love that feature. Yo, what up, Fat Candy? Good morning. What up, Mandy Cat? Welcome in. Yeah, I hope y'all are having a good week. And I'd love to hear what you're getting into this weekend. We're gonna jump over and play some Mistria. We're gonna try to actually game today. Let's go. We were this close to doing some retro crossing today, but let's just stick to Mistria. Let's just stick to Mistria for now.
Yo, HD SIP 62 months is actually insane. Love you fam, HD cheers, HD love.
That actually is kind of crazy. That is kind of bananas for sure. All right. The best we'll get out of our beard today. Thank you, Skatey. Good to see you, Skatey. How you been? How's the little one? How's the little one? Hope everything's going well. All right. Playing some Mistria today. Last where we left our Mistria. Okay. How do I do this again? Is it tab? Shift tab? There we go. Dang it. Gotta reload the game real quick. I let the controller die and then it wasn't picking the controller up. That's the worst. All right. All right. That's okay, Elliot B. I'll just say that in life, I've learned that sometimes there's things that you share with people and then there's sometimes that you don't. And I think nowadays, if you are going to go down that path, you just keep it to yourself because you're only going to get criticized otherwise. So just throwing that out there, not trying to give it unsolicited advice, but you just don't talk about it because nothing positive is going to come from talking about it. Just live your life, live your truth. I wouldn't talk about it. Yo, what up, Great Bambi? Good morning. Welcome to the show today. All right. Last where we left our Mistria playthrough, we just unlocked Calderis's human form, and we're finally back to kind of where we were last time we played. So we've been playing this game since early access, and we've made it pretty far in the past. We've pretty much maxed out the game twice. And we ran out of content to do. Then we maxed out, then we ran out of content to do. So now we're here finally for a full game playthrough. At least the story of the game is what I'm aiming for. And then maybe trying to experience as many of the different features in the game as possible. And this time we're doing a mining combat kind of focused playthrough. And that's where we're picking up here today. So we just entered fall and we're going to be picking up some crops here. And we're going to be diving further into our mining focused playthrough. So let's go. If you have any questions, of course, you're welcome to ask. I keep leaving my animals outside. Whoopsie. I was having a little bit of an off day yesterday, so let's not let that happen again. But yeah, here we are. We're at town rank Ruby. The highest we've been before was Emerald. So we're still grinding here. And here's our skills. So far, not too bad. Our highest skill actually ends up being combat, mining, and archaeology. And then, of course, blacksmithing, which is kind of fitting for the playthrough that we're focused on here. Yeah, there we go. And as far as romance stuff, I don't know. To be fair, I might not even engage with the marriage system in this playthrough, even though, like, that was, like, the biggest part of the update that came out. I just don't think I'm in the mood to do that kind of content right now. I just really don't care. So we're not going to worry about it till year 2 in game. And then maybe we'll talk about it. I just can't be bothered. But we'll probably, maybe year 2 in game, we'll talk about it. But for now, it's like, whatever, man. I don't care about that. Is that a cooking pot on your head? It is. It is. There he is. There's my guy. Actually been watching your Tears of the Kingdom playthrough, and she's loving it. I have a picture to share. Oh, dude, definitely share that picture. I'd love to see it. Taking your mom to the German market. Yo, we'll see you later, Sith. Thank you very much for being here, dude. Johnny Appleseed. Yo, we'll enjoy your work today, Sammy Dot. Did you source a new spare controller? No, I forgot to order that. You're right. You're right. I gotta order. I'm gonna order another Hori battle pad for like $30, and it's a GameCube controller with no vibration, unfortunately, but that plug-in plays with the computer, just USB. I'm gonna get one of those as a backup so that I just always have something laying around the house for my PC. And for like $30, you can't go wrong. The last one I think lasted me over like a year, which, again, you just really can't go wrong with like a $30 controller that lasts me it was like 2 years. About 2 years it lasted me. And let me tell you, I beat my controllers up. Yo. All right. What are we doing here? I don't know what I'm doing in game here. I think we're just going to the mines. We have to go say hi to Calderis. We have a bunch of quests that we're trying to do as well. All right, let's just go to the mines today. We have a whole new floor to unlock. Oh, I want to go buy some seeds. We haven't planted any fall seeds yet. I forgot. All right, we got pumpkin seeds. Man, I'm so fussy today. Itchy eyes, itchy nose. Yo, what up, Keisha? Happy Friday, dude. How you been, man? We love bootleg RuneScape jams. Dragonhorn beetle. Okay. Let's go pick up some seeds here. We got to plant something. Not a lot, just something. All right, we have 8 pumpkin seeds. Let's go ahead and plant 12 more. Then let's get some of the stuff that regrows. Onion seed. This fall crop can be harvested every 3 days. All right, so let's do 5 of those, 5 rice seeds, 5 wheat seeds, 5 cranberry seeds, and then we'll deal with broccoli and sweet potatoes later. No, I'll grab them now. And then I want, you know, we never planted the flowers for last season. I would have liked to done that. I wonder if all the flowers that you can plant can also just be found around the world. You're not supposed to beat up your controllers. You have to be nice to them. I can't, dude. I'm from the old school where the harder you press the button, the stronger your attack. Yo, Starbows, good to see you. Watching you on YouTube on my Chromebook. Hey, yo, no worries. Thank you, man. Thanks for popping in. Enjoy your work, Lord. I haven't grown any flowers yet. I don't think you have to. All right, let's grab 2 apple saplings, 2 orange saplings. Have we heard how Tater Tot Soup did yesterday? No, I'm not sure if they said anything in the Discord. I've been like weirdly anti-Discord the past couple weeks. I apologize for that, everybody. I'm trying to be in there every day, and then I just fell off a cliff for like 3 weeks. I'm just so bad about social media stuff. But I'll get in there again. Anyways, I only bring that up because... Why can't I plant this? I only bring that up because they might have said something in the Discord, but the grass was in the way. Bum 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 bum. All right, sick. Yo, what up, Wes? Dude, the music in this game is such a banger, dude. You are not lying. You ain't lying on them, dude. You ain't lying on them. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, and then over here. Sweet potatoes as well. See, we're not even planting anything. If y'all have been here, you've seen my mega farms in this game. We're not planting anything, basically. This is a mining-focused playthrough. We just growing enough crops to get recipes and to have a little bit of food for when we do cooking. All right. And then we'll just cheat. Oh, we can't. We can't cast the spell. All right. So we got to start carrying our watering can around with us now. Because you need them in the mines, actually. So I suppose through the... I guess just for the lava floors, we should probably learn to start carrying around... And I guess we could start carrying around food more permanently. That's something we should have been doing for a while now, so let's do this. I'm trying to figure out how I want to handle my inventory. Hylian yearns for the mines, that's right. And then, of course, you see those procs happening. Every time you water a crop, you have a chance to get a bag of seeds from that crop. Really the most OP farming in any game. Like, that is so OP, dude. I don't remember which one of these are which. I'm just gonna take a guess here. Oh, I was wrong. Whatever. All right, seeds planted. Do we have one of these flowers laying around? We do not, but we are in the need of like new chest. Let's go ahead and just do like a round of cooking and crafting and stuff since today's already half over in game. What's up, Abyss Sans? Good morning. My cafeteria does fresh crepes on Friday mornings, and I just got a crepe for today, and they gave me so much fruit. Now, do y'all prefer fruit, savory, or sweet crepes? I'm a big fan of a savory crepe, but I'll eat a sweet crepe every once in a while. I'm a big fan of a savory crepe. Can you put the deluxe animal feed in the trough, or do you have to hand feed this stuff? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You're both? Yeah, I'm both. The go-to crepe that I eat very often is it's like goat cheese, tomatoes, and like spinach or something, and it's so good. Sweet. I used to have a banana chocolate and something else crepe from this local place that I loved. All right, we have mayo. We could turn the eggs into mayo. We can make cheese. We can make butter. Let's go ahead and turn all of our current cow's milk into butter. I've only ever had sweet. Yeah, you got to try a savory crepe sometime if you're into it. If you run into something that sounds good. All right, let's make some mayo as well. You had a Nutella? That might have been the one I had. It might have been like Nutella and banana and something else. Grass starter, pine sapling. We don't need that. Paper. What do you need paper for? For a variety of crafting? All right, we can make some paper here. My cat's here to say hello. She's not on camera, but she's here to say hello. Meow. You trying to get some pets before you go to bed, huh? She came to get some pets before she goes to bed. All right, let's get out of here. It's already 11:30 at night, and all we did was some milling. Let's go ahead and check and see if there's anything else worth buying here. Let's go ahead and buy ourselves a basic wooden chest. Let's go ahead and buy ourselves a seed maker. That's cool. What else we got in here? Anything else worth our time? Rusty tools. Oh yeah, there's like sugar and stuff. So we could start buying this stuff. Can you make sugar in this game and flour? Like, can you do all that? Is all this stuff have to be purchased, or can you make this stuff? I don't think you can. I think you have to purchase this stuff. Like oil and rock salt. I think it's kind of like Old Harvest Moon. So we can make honey now. I don't think we can make curry powder. I don't think we can make rock salt or oil, but I believe we can do rice, flour. Sugar, I'm not so sure about. I don't think we can do chocolate either, so I'm going to buy some of that. We have soy sauce. You can make sugar, rice, flour, paper, honey. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, good. I didn't remember the sugar part, but everything else I was pretty confident in. Trader Joe's sells pre-made crepes. Really? Yo, what up, Minty? Happy Friday, dude. My RNG with the seed maker sucks. All right, what are we doing here? Let's get our animals inside. I rang the wrong bell. Inside. Grab some of this. Yeah, we can put the good stuff in there. Nice. That's what we like to say. All right, then what about over here? Boom, boom, boom. Drop this off in here. And I needed a new chest because I'm all my chests are filling up fast. Is this grass seriously stopping me? Stop. Get out of here. Can you move chests around in this game without emptying them? I don't think you can, huh? I really need to reorganize this area, but I'm about to pass out, so let's worry about that later. Yo, what up, T-Guard? Yeah, we got community game night tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're playing Mecha Chameleon for the first time. Mecha Chameleon won by 4%, I believe. When can you add more emojis to YouTube so I can see the Midna emote? We can rotate the Midna emote over. Let me go see how many emote slots we have on YouTube for y'all. Let's go take a quick look. I've been meaning to take a look at this anyways. I think the last time I looked, I was close. 4,000 new achievement, 4,000 subscribers. People like your channel and it shows. Dude, that's cool, man. I'm kind of stoked, dude. 4K is a pretty big deal. HDES Hero Swords in the chat. We're on our way to 5K. All right, what do we got here? Memberships, badges, and emojis. Okay, it looks like we have the 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10-year sub badge available now. And then it looks like we don't have any other amiibo. We need 6 more memberships to unlock 12 emoji total. But well, let's just rotate something out. Don't even worry about that. Like, that's not even a problem, because all the emotes over there are just kind of experimental. Like, I just do whatever in there. You know what I mean? Like, here, let's get rid of HDES Slay. And let's go ahead and put in Midna. I've been meaning to kind of do that, so I'm glad you said something. Let me just quickly see if I can find it, because my computer's in the middle of being reorganized. Yeah, I don't see Slay get used over there too often, so let's rotate Slay out for y'all, and we'll throw Midna in real quick. Give me just a moment here to find it. It shouldn't take too long. Let's hope that I did some amount of organization with this emote. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here it is. Hylian Midna emotes. Perfect. Can I get these on medium icons, please? All right, can we just upload that? All right, got it. Boom. And then this one will be called Midna. Save and publish. Oh, I got to change the file real quick. I got to use the smaller one. Whoopsies. Save and publish. All right, cool. Now you might have to refresh, but there you go. There's HDES Midna. You might have to refresh for it to go through. I don't know how YouTube works yet. It might take a little while. It might take, like, you know, a couple minutes for it to kind of all move forward. And then unfortunately, animated stuff does not work on YouTube. So we should remove Cat Run, because Cat Run isn't cool without it being animated. So we'll remove Cat Run real quick, and we'll go ahead and we'll give y'all, we'll do HDES, let's see here. We have Stabby. What else do you want to add to YouTube chat? Let's see. We have Haha works, even if it's not animated. Wait, should we add Tim Allen Tangy Grunt? HDES Grunt. Let's add a couple meme ones over there. What? It's so stupid. And then HDES Clap. Again, like, the animateds don't really work too well. We should probably take out the animateds, even though, like, they kind of work. Let's add the old Shrek one over there. HDES Shrek. We'll let y'all get Shreky. I think Haha kind of works, but we have H does Keck. Why don't we add lol instead of haha? Yeah, haha works. Haha works. We're gonna let y'all keep haha. What about Link Donk? Does Link Donk work? It doesn't really work. It's just a weird picture of me in a costume at that point. So let's get rid of Link Donk. And we could add H does cringe over there, which is just my face making a cringe face. All right, there's a little bit of a shakeup for y'all, and we'll come back to this again here real soon. Let me know what you guys think. We got Wave, Cozy, we got H does Keck, which is me laughing, Pog, Love, Cheers, which is pretty good, even though it's not animated, Stabby, Midna, Sip for some coffee, Cringe for those awkward moments, Grunt, because we got to have at least one meme for now. We'll take out Grunt later. Haha, and then Shrek. So let me save and publish these. All right, you guys are good. So that should help kind of diversify the YouTube stuff. Thanks for saying something. And you might have to refresh a couple times. Yo, happy Friday, Big Doggo. And welcome over there, Charlie. What up, Kenzie, as well? Good to see you, Renee. Good morning, by the way, Renee. Yeah, good to see you. All right, cool. All right, nice little shakeup over there for y'all. I'm glad you're giving the people what they want. Yeah, since we don't have Shrek live on YouTube or on Twitch right now, I figure let's go ahead and put it on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Tuba Turtles. We're trying out here, dude. That was very kind of you to say that. Y'all are being sweethearts today. What's up, Chrissy the Penguin? Good morning, Neanderthal. Good to see you, MS Word Expert as well. And what's up, Prince Bo? This game is great, dude. Chat room, can anybody warn Prince Bo that if I will go on a full-blown tangent about this game if you want me to? Wait, H does warnings and shit. I talk this game up. I glaze this game. I glaze this game big time. You can only get sugarcane after the store upgrade. Yeah, I glaze this game, dude. This game's really good. This is the closest thing to Stardew Valley that we've kind of ever seen. Next to like Coral Island. Coral Island is also on the list for games that are close to Stardew. So if you're looking to scratch your farming sim itch, if you're a fan of Stardew Valley, you're probably going to enjoy this game.
Now, this is epic.
Boom, 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 do, yo, spicy sin bun with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, so I'm gonna sing a song. All right, I'm done. Thank you, spicy dude. Let's take this essence out of here. Let's take this out of here. This chest is getting full. I'm gonna have to figure out a new sorting mechanism here. We're gonna have to sort this chest differently. For now, let's put it in here. This will be kind of our junk drawer chest. We got bugs for the terrarium. Speedy snail. Sell that. And then let's take all the food products out of here. Whoa, 1 second here. What the heck? YouTube chat is popping off this morning. This is the chest. So this is the one that has a lot of space. So let's start taking advantage of this one. This one has a lot of space in it. YouTube chat, we got a $20 super chat from Renee. They said, happy 4K and more to come, Hylian. Love to be a part of this epic community. Aw, that was so kind of you. Thank you very much for the love here. Thank you for the super chat. And cheers. Can we get some cheers in the chat there for Renee? Definitely one of our biggest supporters and obviously someone who enjoys this community as much as a lot of us here do. Thank you very much. All right, food in the house for cooking. Go get our animals taken care of. Let's make it rain real quick. I don't feel like watering nothing. I don't feel like watering nothing. Oh, also our new cow can get a hat. Dual Master D. Oh, did we not buy the cowboy hat? I thought we bought a cowboy hat for you. Dang, did we forget to purchase it? All right, don't worry. We'll get your cowboy. We'll get your cowpoke hat. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get your cowpoke hat. All right, off to the mines. You're so welcome. It makes me happy to be here, and I always try to be here whenever you're on. It brings me joy. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying our content. That makes it all worth it for me. I know that guy. The fam is going viral. We're taking over every platform. Yeah, the next platform we're gonna take over is onlyfarmers.com. Isn't that the name of it? What's the name of that farming dating platform? We're coming for the farmers next. No one can escape us. Farmers only. Deku's on the moon next. The animals get upset if they're outside and you make it rain. Yeah, do they? That's why I make it rain before, because if you go into a building and the rain goes away. So my goal is I usually make it rain and then I go into a building and I come back out and then it's okay. They got one called Muddy Matches. That's awkward. I don't like that. All right, here's the cowboy hat. Here's the pink cow bow. And here's the pink cow sunglasses. All right, I just spent $15,000 on cosmetics for my cows. Am I doing this right? Sorry, 1,500. Kenzie plant the tree over becoming a new member over on the YouTube chat as well. And Renee with the 5-pack. Oh my gosh. Holy heck. Oh, all right. Hold on. We gotta get a proper alert going for that. We gotta get a proper alert going for that. And I got just the thing. Hold on a second. What is the name of that song? Hold on a second. Oh man, I can't believe my brain's farting on this. All right. Let's see here. Oh man, I can't believe my brain is farting on this. Hold on a second. Oh, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. Hold on a second. I'm just thinking, I can't think of the name. I know the song, but I can't think of the name. Do. Do. I've been in the mood for like random 90s music because I've been watching these random 90s channels on my YouTube or on my Fire TV. They're just random like 90s music video channels, and I've been getting all this 90s music in my life again. You know, it's not like I'm too far from 90s music naturally anyways. I'm like always listening to something old, but Boom, 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 boom. All right, found it. Found it. It took me a second. I just heard this song. It was just on TV, but I couldn't think of the name of the artist because their name is so stupid. LaBouche. All right, this one's for you, YouTube. This one's for you, dude. Yeah, baby. This one's for you, YouTube. Hopefully YouTube doesn't tear me down. I can't be listening to real music too often. This one for you. Thank you, YouTube chat. Yo, what up, Brungas? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. The bop, dude. Dude, I was making fun of this video. I was making fun of this video when I was watching it. It's this video is a trip, dude. This one goes to Spicy Sin Bun as well. Thank you, Spicy. Thank you, Kenzie. Thank you, Renee, for the love over there, dude. Wanna be my lover, yeah. Wanna be my lover, yeah. Wanna be my lover. Wanna be my lover. All right. YouTube's gonna get pissed off. I can't keep this up. Somebody's gonna get mad at me. So somebody's gonna tear me down and DMCA me somewhere. So we need to go back to playing video games. All right, there you go. There's your homemade alert. That's what we call an alert, a live alert. Those are rare. That was a live alert right there. That's for you, YouTube. Don't say I didn't do anything for you ever. Yeah, that was a live alert. Also, can we get some love to the VOD frogs who probably just got through a muted segment now and they couldn't hear anything I was saying that whole time? Thanks. They are Spider Women kink video. That video is essentially, if you want to be her lover, you're going to be hung on a hook upside down and taken advantage of. I think that's what she's saying. I think if you watch the video a little too detailed, you'll start to get some weird hints on what's going on over there. I think the video implies that she kidnapped you. If you want to be her lover, I don't know. That video, don't think too hard about 90s music videos. All right, you'll drive yourself crazy. That's one thing I've learned. Some people are into that. Sounds about right. Wanna be my lover. That song's been in my brain. That song and one other song. I'm not even gonna sing it. I'm not gonna do it to myself. I'm not gonna do it to myself. But I got my babe hooked on it yesterday, and we were both walking around our respective houses singing this song all day. But I gotta get over it. I can't lock in on it. Resisting the urge. Oh wait, I need to go to the museum. Did I arrive to debauchery as always? If we're not getting into debauchery before 10 a.m., are you even tuned in to the Highly in Descent experience? Nice. Peace. I need to go to Louisiana, the museum. All right, let's get ourselves this combat skill out of juice. Enchant Enchant turns. What is an enchant turn? Oh, that's the monster. Enchant turns are more annoying to deal with. Let's go with that. Oh, we gotta get this. We should have got Silver Seeker. Frick. All right, that's fine. All right, into the mines we go. Floor 60. Yeah, give me them mines tunes. Ooh, you hear that? You hear that funk? Okay. Do 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 do. Ooh. Do 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 do. Yo, what's up? What's up, Jackie? Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for 40. Good to see you. These fireballs suck just as much as they do in Stardew, in the volcanoes. These fireballs suck just as much as they do in Stardew. Same exact levels of suck. If you wanna be my lover. Man, does that song go hard, dude? I gotta listen to it again later. Yo, what up, Altanor? Welcome back, dude. Back up. Nice. Man, this place is big. The mines get bigger and bigger and bigger the further you go into them. It's pretty cool. This place is big, dude. What? Eat up. Eat up, little chest. Okay, obsidian table. Man, these fireballs are no joke. And they rotate around and chase you? Like, get out of here, man. Is that like a special bug? I got a fire wasp. Okay. It's no scat man, but it'll do. I'm a scat man. Bee bop boop bop pop. If scat man can do it, then you can too. That's like the only thing I remember about the scat song. Like, detailed. If the scat man can do it, you can too. Not that song, I love it. Are we ever gonna find a staircase? Dude, this music is perfect for like the volcano vibes. Feels like we're almost like in a desert. Like you can picture the heat through the music. We're probably sweating right now. Wearing a pot on our head was a bad decision, I'm sure of it. Dang, I'm never gonna find this staircase. I don't remember. Does this game have a luck system? Is there an invisible luck system in this game? I don't remember. Dude, at this rate, we're never gonna get down We're not finding a staircase. Sucks. We should technically only be breaking rocks that are near each other because we have a chance to break a bunch in a row. So we're being a little bit messy here. We technically only want to crack rocks that are close, that are in like groups, because we have a chance to break all the rocks near it. So that's like gonna make our lives easier. So I think technically I could be more efficient here, but yeah, dry desert vibes. That's a good reference. Dude, I love Paper Mario so much. Does ACNH have a museum checklist like this game? No. Yes. Yes. I think if you talk to Blathers, he'll tell you about like everything you've donated, but I don't know if it tells you what you're missing. I think it just tells you what everything you've donated so far. I can't remember. It's been a while. I never used that feature because that feature wasn't in the original game, so I always forget. The feature of talking to Blathers and seeing like what's been donated. So I always forget about that feature. But otherwise you could always use a Wikipedia page. You know, which isn't ideal, but it's an option. It's 9 p.m. in game. Can we really make it 2 more floors? I don't know, dude. This place is really big. Oh, I don't think we're gonna be cut out. Oh, nice. Nice. Smoldering moth. Smoke moth. All right, shredded. Apparently you can get a skin for your pet to look like one of these lava slimes, which is pretty cool. There's like a bunch of new skins for your pets that weren't in the game the last time I played. You're familiar. Last time I played, it was either dog or cat, and now you can do like all sorts of cool stuff. Oh yeah, can't you like pick these chests up? I'm thinking of a different game, aren't I? All right, what is this? Just a large capacity storage chest. Cool. Oh, I'm definitely gonna not make it. I gotta start focusing on rocks, or we're not gonna make it home. Come on, staircase. Come on, staircase. Come on. Am I going down with the ship? Am I going down with the ship? I can't do that to my animals again. We gotta go. We gotta go. All right, we almost made it. We did get a bunch of experience though, and we can go ahead and purchase these. All right, we're gonna go down and then back up again because we get a speed boost. And we're gonna zoom home. No, can't jump down that cliff. Oh, we messed up. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Thank you, Kenzie. Thank you, Kenzie, by the way. I really appreciate the new membership over there. Thank you again. And what's up, Kezi? Heading out to a work. I'll see you later tonight. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back for some Mecha Chameleon tonight. Should be fun. Biggest game company in the world has less quality of life than indie games. Yeah, well, it's the way the news goes, I suppose. All right, let's just go to sleep. Oh, little balloon in the chat. Do. What is this? Smoke moth, an uncommon lava Caves insect. This moth generates a small cloud of smoke around it to help protect it from predators. Okay. Obsidian table. There's so many items in this game. There's so much going on in this game. Welcome in. Yo, thanks for welcoming the community in here. What's up, Leia? Hey, thanks for welcoming the community in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I need to organize my chests. They're all a mess right now. Yeah, I know. Mine are too. Like half a mess. Half organized, half a mess. Oh, we got a rainy day. Oh, we forgot to put our animals inside. Well, we got home on time and we still failed to remember. I was doing so good on the first couple episodes, and then I just keep forgetting. All right. We can take this out of here. Take this out of here and this. This is for completed food and weapons. And stuff we're turning into the museum. Monster whisker. Okay. Are we keeping these obsidian? Yeah, I guess so. Do. A little bit of organization here. Got this new obsidian table. I mean, it looks nice. To be fair, it is a nice looking table. All right, we're definitely gonna need another chest in here, or we're gonna have to move stuff out of here. Let's move the fishy stuff out of here. That clears up a little space, and we'll just put that in the food chest. All right. And then we got this ash mushroom. Sounds tasty. Not to be mistaken with an ass mushroom. That just happens when you don't clean yourself properly. Don't let that happen, chat. Yo, what up, Exhaustion? Good morning. What up, Jordan Afternoon? Not that I'm speaking from experience, you know. Oh, nice. You started your town. Sick. Yeah, the commands can take a little while to get used to. So don't worry about making mistakes or anything. We do have like some infographics I can link you if you care enough, but essentially the little island game, it all starts off with, once you start the game, you can check your island, right? So you have like your money and your bells and all that. But everybody starts with $500, and you can start off by shopping and pick yourself up like a bug net. There's the slingshot. And if you want to make some early game cash, what you can do is you can do gather. Everyone can do gather at the start of the game, and you'll get some random junk and weeds and fish and fruit, or not fish, but fruit and whatever. And then you can just do sell fruit. So then that's like a good way to start the island game. So at that point, you'll get yourself about $2,000. All right. And then you'll be able to afford that slingshot. That's where most people stop in our live chat. Most people at that point, they're like, all right, I got the slingshot, I'm good. All right, so if you're new to the game, what I recommend you do is ! gather, then ! sell space fruit, and then you can go to the shop and do ! buy, followed by one of the items. So in this case, slingshot, bug, space, net, or whatever else is for sale for the day. All right, and that's like a rough way to start the game. It actually goes into depth. It's basically like a mini Animal Crossing, and it goes like pretty far into depth. and it's on a real-time clock based off of EST and everything. It's really cool. And we have like a whole Discord channel dedicated to it with infographics. It's something that we do ask people to play lightly during the live show so that we could keep the focus here on discussion and connecting with each other. However, obviously, since I'm talking about it right now, go ahead and get your commands in. And the only request we have as a mod team, as well as myself, is, just keep it kind of light during the live show. I always recommend people, find a quiet time when the chat kind of dies down, and then maybe drop a command or two, or use the Discord during the live show. You can also play here when I'm off stream, weirdly enough. No, not everyone's not a Discord person. So yeah, just a heads up. That's how the game kind of works. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. And yeah. Yo, what's up, Jiggly Bella, by the way? So I like to introduce people to it every once in a while. I see somebody new out there jumping in. Good to see you, Jiggly Bella. Good to see you, Raucous, by the way. They said I have a job interview today after months of searching. I need y'all to send me some positive vibes. Can we get some blesses in the chat for Raucous, dude? We got you, man. Listen, just remember, you're going out there and you're selling yourself. Don't forget that. That's what a job interview is all about. You're selling yourself. So be honest, right? You can't lie too much. You gotta bend the truth a little. Be honest, but be confident that you are going to be the employee that they need. I think if you go in with that mindset, you're going to do a lot better. But don't forget, and it's just a little bit of encouragement, there could be 1,000 reasons why you don't get a job. Do not beat yourself up over it, all right? Don't do that. It could be, they could have just chose not to hire you because they don't like your hair. They could have thought your nose was too big. And that's real talk. That's how some interviewers are. Like they will just not pick you because they don't like your name. Maybe it reminds them of their mom and they hate their mom. So like, don't overthink it. You don't get the job, you don't get the job. Just move on. There's 1,000 variables that could have stepped between you and that job. So yeah, just a reminder. And get out there and get it, all right? There could be absolutely nothing wrong with you, and they had to choose between multiple great candidates. Yeah, exactly, right. Like, so I always like to remind my chat fam, like, don't be, man, if you don't get a job, don't overthink it. As long as you bring your best going into it, that's all you could do, man. You got to just let the results go. And that's like kind of a rule for life in general. Thanks in the chat. Yeah, it's kind of a rule for life in general. You prepare the best you can for the test or for the goal, but then once you actually perform, you just let it go. And however it happens, it's over. You can't, what are you going to sit there and dwell about the fact that you didn't do as well or whatever, Anyways, not giving advice, just sharing wisdom. Good luck, Raucous. Appreciate you. What up, Stephanie Tired, by the way? Welcome to the show today. Yeah, and welcome to our little island game. It's super cute, and I will gladly talk more about it in the future. I'm working on a little update for it now, but it's actually just a tool that I'm using to teach myself how to code. I've always wanted to make my own video game, and while I probably never will fully commit because it's just a lot of time and effort, and I'd much rather learn like better video editing and stuff that could help me with my current career choice. That being said, I am really enjoying the process of like learning how to code, and being kind of self-taught is a big part of like the whole reason I'm doing it. Is I'm just kind of using YouTube videos, and there's a couple websites out there that you can pay for that kind of teach you. Like I'm just about to join boot.dev, it's called. I did a lot of research, and it's been thrown in my face because of YouTubers for years, but turns out boot.dev's actually pretty good. And I'm like looking into it as like a little mini teaching course. They offer like a bunch of little courses and stuff, and they turn it into like a video game kind of. They like gamify it, and it's like really, really cool. So I'm about to sign up for boot.dev, I think, as I go into the next leg of like teaching myself how to code. And yeah, it's fun. It's been a lot of fun so far. So I hope you all enjoy my little island game. I'm going to try to make it more interactive and more fun, but I also have to be careful because I can't let it take over our chat. So I have to be like very precise about like the updates I do and like how we interact with the game. Like, I'll give you all an example. I was working on adding a text-based mini game within the game called Desert Island Escape. If you played New Leaf, you know. And so the way the game works is that somebody activates it by having a special item, and then it says, Random 18 has activated Desert Island Escape. He needs 3 more players to join him. And then you can type !join in the chat. And then you would join random, and then after about a minute, the battle starts. And it's like, all right, the ship is set sailed. Let's hope that they survive and make it home. And then about 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes later, the bot speaks up again. And it's like, all right, the results of the Desert Island Escape are in, and Random 18, came home with the bee sting and no loot, but Minty Mont got herself 2 cherries, and this person got like this, and this person picked up like this loot. And it would be like super cool, like, oh, everyone died, right. But the problem is like, as I started setting this up, it's a lot of text. Like, it's like a wall of text. And I'm like, I gotta figure out a better way to do this. So I'm working on it. I'm working on a way to kind of make it make sense for a Twitch chat. I'm working on it. So one of the first things I think I'm going to be doing is I want to make an extension for Twitch for it so that you can interact with under Twitch. There's the panel section, and you could use that to like sell stuff and to like access the shop for the day. And that would take away some of the chat spam. And I'm wondering if maybe Desert Island Escape needs to be an extension based thing. I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to share some thoughts on like how much of a challenge it is to like make cool stuff for my island game, but not have it take over the chat. Like it's actually a really interesting challenge to overcome. It's tough, right? So I'm taking inspiration from some other stuff I've seen on Twitch though. So it's not all bad. There's like, I've seen like somebody had a similar game where it was like, it reminded me of the old Drug Lords game, and you would go on like these heists in chat, and it was like a very similar vibe to what I'm trying to do. So I have some inspiration to stoke the creativity with, and we'll see if I can figure something out. Used to be a streamer that had 3 houses, you join one and there would be frequent mini games. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Similar vibe, right? And we're gonna eventually bring it to the YouTube chat, by the way. In fact, I already have it set up to join the YouTube chat. I've just been nervous because I'm still trying to build a community there, and I don't want it to just turn into an island game channel. So, but just letting you know, YouTube chat, I already have island game getting set up for y'all, and I'm working on so you can play wherever you want. Yo, what up, Classy Saya? Welcome in. Ooh, chili coconut curry. Ooh, that would be sick. Yeah. Island game's coming for y'all. I already have it set up, but I'm just making sure that once we add it, it's not something that like gets in our way too much. I didn't bring food. Uh-oh. Good thing we found that chili curry in a random chest in the mines. Gotta still be fresh, right? Yum nums. I tried the unicorn frappe at Starbucks and it tastes like Oh, I've never heard a drink described like that, but okay, nice. It's been in the heat that long. Ooh, nice, there we go. Good or good bad? They followed it up with H-Des Midna, so I want to say that it was a good Best food review ever. On a scale from to how good was the food that I ate today? Yo, what up, Sumo Fashion? Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for tuning in here today, everybody. Happy Friday. Feeling a little bit off here. I'm not gonna, no details to share or anything. Just not quite feeling like myself the past 2 days. I don't know why. I was so much, in fact, that I was kind of tempted to take the morning off, but I try to be here when I say I'll be here, even if it's just like a lighter version of what I would normally do. And I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy to be jamming out with y'all today. And we have Mecha Chameleon tonight, 5 p.m. We're doing a night stream. We're checking out a new community game for the first time. It's been out for a while. It's like a streamer game. A lot of streamers have been playing it, but we are going to check it out for the first time. So I'll be installing that and getting it all set up in between streams. I got a couple things I got to do today in between streams. And then we'll be back around 5 p.m. for some Mecha Chameleon. All right, we need to find the switch so we can get through this door. Oh no, I'm out of energy. Oh no. And there's no more food. Oh no. And I can't get through here because it's lava. The switch is down there. Oh no. Is there anything else I can eat? Can I eat this dirt? Oh, I can eat this flame pepper. All right, that might be enough. 1, 2. Got it. Did it. Do-do-do-do. Nice. Even though I didn't want to eat that flame pepper because I needed it for the museum, I'll get another one. Sick. Success. Can I eat dirt? Hey, listen, sometimes you're worried. If you've never had a moment in life where you've asked yourself, can you eat dirt? You're just a coddled human, huh? You're just a coddled human. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I've never had a day in my life where I've said that, thankfully. So I'll continue to count my blessings, all right? Thanks for showing up for us. Yeah, I appreciate you. I always try to be here if I say I'm going to be here. It's always a battle if I'm going to take the day off. I sit there and like stress and overthink until I finally make a decision. So I'm glad I didn't run myself through that normal routine today. And I just instantly made the decision to just be here, and I didn't like overthink it or anything. Yeah, it was fine. I try to be a good judge of when I need to take a day off because I'm just like grumpy and I don't want to be around people because I don't have the kind of job that's a good scenario for me to be in. So I do have to like think about it, you know. I do have to give it some thought, at least to some extent, and ask myself like, okay, is today a day where I'm just not going to be pleasant because I'm going to be grumpy? Like, if it's one of those days, usually I'll try to make a decision and not show up. Thankfully, I'm learning to identify that, and that's overall make my content better. You know, I don't have many days where I'm too grumpy, though. It's usually just lack of sleep. I'm a morning person. Anybody here? Do we have any morning people out there? I've always been a morning person. I've always been one of those sick morning people. Sick in the head. People who like the morning. I know. It's disgusting. I know. So it's rarely do I wake up and I'm like, you know, in a grumpy mood. Usually it's like a lack of sleep, or like in the heat wave when I lost my power and I couldn't sleep and it was 90 degrees. I definitely did not like that, and I was overly grumpy for sure. I did not like that, Sam. I did not like that green eggs and ham. That wasn't fun. I tried showing up to stream during those days, and it was a hard lesson learned, but next heat wave, I think I'll be taking a couple of days off. If my power goes out. Feeling sick or lacking sleep? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not even going to details. I'm not even overthinking how I'm feeling today. I'm just feeling off. I think it was a lack of sleep, though. I was tossing and turning all night. So I think I'm just tired. I'm so cranky in the heat. Yeah, dude. I say I'm a morning person, but I think it's just because no matter what, I wake up early. What up, Impatient Pay? So I think that what defines a morning person is somebody who genuinely likes the morning. It doesn't have to do with being awake early. There are plenty of people who have to wake up at 4 a.m. for work, but hate the morning. And I feel for those people. Sorry. So I think, like, if you want to break down the science of it, I think a morning person technically is somebody who, no matter what, genuinely likes the morning. On most days, even if they're going to work, even if they're hanging out at home, like on most days, they like the morning. Like, that's me. In fact, I'll even go as far as telling y'all my favorite time of day is the morning. In fact, I feel bad when I go more than a week or two without a peaceful morning to myself. I start to feel agitated. I start to feel smothered. At least once a week, I need a quiet morning to myself because it's my favorite time of day. And it's where my body feels like most in tune with itself. Like I'm in my element in the morning. I don't know. I can't describe it. Anybody else feel that way? I don't know how to describe it. I'm a morning person, dude. That's what it means to be a morning person. Like I am in tune in the morning. Waking up between 4 to 6 in the morning. Let's say 5. Let's not be too crazy. 5 to 6 in the morning until about 10. In my opinion, is the best time of every single day. Those 5 hours are the best time of every day, in my opinion, hands down. And if I sleep through it, I feel worse. If I don't get a little bit of time during that time, a little time with that section of the day regularly, I feel worse. And I would trade all nights for mornings if I had the option. Like if I had the option to go to bed every day at 6 p.m. and I would lose all nightlife vibes, but I would instead be awake at 6 a.m. every day, I would likely do that trade. Like if I had to, like in a weird scenario, I'm just bringing up like an ultimatum scenario, right? Like, but if there was an ultimatum out there where I had to trade night for day, I would trade it in a heartbeat. That is how dedicated I am to mornings. I don't need, after 5 p.m., I'm a pumpkin, dude. Pumpkins in the chat. After 5 p.m., I'm a pumpkin. I don't even want anything to do with life after 5 p.m. And here's the crazy part. I've been this way since I was a kid. I've been this way since I was a child. Like I was like an 8-year-old. I was like a 15-year-old. And I would be up at 6 every day, hanging out every morning. Like I was an annoying kid. Yeah. It's your chronotype. I've never heard that before. That's cool. That sounds awesome. Chronotype. One of the reasons I've been nagging my husband about the dirt pit in front of our porch and our back porch is so I can go and sit outside and have peace. Black. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's your rating guide. Black, blah, meh. Or more, I guess. Anyways, I'm a grumpy cat at 5 a.m. I don't want to hear a good morning or anything. That's so funny. I don't fully function till after 10. Yeah, I'm a morning person, dude. All right, I'm going to go grab some more coffee and the show will continue. We'll be right back, y'all. Thank you for your patience. Dude, Midna's being so cute right now. One second. All right, I'm back. She was sunbathing in the dining room. I've been trying to give her more sun, dude. So I've been like opening the windows more now that like summer's cooling off a little bit. And I noticed that she loves laying in the sun, as cats do. And you need to know something about my life. Like, I am okay with having my house be dark. Even though I love windows and I love natural light. So like, don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is I'm okay with, not that I try to do it on purpose. I'm just completely content living in the dark. And a lot of it in the summertime has to do with keeping my house cool. So I'll make a point to close all the blinds and stuff. And I don't want to deal with it every day, right? I don't want to wake up every single day and like go open the blinds again. Like, I'm not a routine guy. So maybe once a week I'll remember to like open the blinds up again. Well, I'm realizing just how much my cat appreciates having sun coming into the house and also having access to like fresh air and the windows open. She loves it. Like, she spent all night sleeping right in front of the window last night, and I just caught her sunbathing, and I'm like, yeah, it's nice. I want to make sure. What the heck? I want to make sure that I am giving her as much sun as I can. Sorry, I got distracted there. My computer, my browser crashed for a second. Okay, we're good now. So yeah, I'm trying to make a point to give her more sun and more open window time as the summer progresses here, because I feel like she deserves that. So I'm gonna stop being a punk and I'm gonna try to get up a little earlier and open up all the windows and stuff for her in the morning, because the way my house is facing, the sun hits the other side of the house in the morning beautifully, and they all comes flooding in the windows, so she gets her morning sunbathing, which is nice. So I'm gonna start making sure she can get that. Yo, cheers. Thank you for hitting that like button on YouTube today, by the way. We've been yapping, we've been playing some fields. Hope y'all are enjoying the show over there. Yeah, I am gonna get, I'm gonna get a bird feeder for my front porch, so that when she sits on the front porch, I have a little bed right by the front porch window. So I'm gonna get a bird feeder and like hang it off the front porch, kinda, I think. Yeah, I was thinking about that. She loves the birds. Apparently, I read that just cats seeing birds gets their brain into hunting mode, like in a real healthy way. Like, just seeing a bird is enough for a cat to like go into like hunting mode. So if you want your cat to like, so the way I interpreted that is like, if you want your cat to, you know, get some mental exercise, like just visually seeing birds is like good for a cat. Like, that'll be like, that's like mental exercise is my interpretation of that knowledge. right? It's like that'll still get their brain firing off and in hunting mode, and like that's a healthy thing, I think, for all, you know, for your cat to get into every once in a while, get their brain moving. You know, it's like playing video games or doing a brain teaser as a human, right? Like just get your brain firing off, doing stuff. You know, the old saying, you don't use it, you lose it. I think that applies to everything in life, man. Atrophy and all that. Have you ever put on the YouTube bird channel? I have, yeah. I can't do it unsupervised though, because I'm afraid she's gonna try to attack the TV. Straight up. Like she's ready to attack the TV. And so I have to do it supervised. I can't just leave it on for her. Yeah. So, because she gets close to, like, she'll try to climb up there and start batting at the TV, which it would be fine in most cases, but my TV is kind of like, it's like on my mantle, kind of mounted, and I just don't want her touching it too much, like just in case it gets knocked off balance or something. So I only put on cat TV when I'm hanging out in there doing something else, you know. Crafting a tool, weapon, or armor will be a bit more likely to result in an available infusion than before. Let's go for that. Nice. All right, and we have our new cowboy hat. So Cozy demanded a pink cow. So how do we get a pink cow, y'all? What tier is pink? We have to work up towards a pink cow. I don't remember what tier that is, but we need to start breeding so that we can make that happen. All right, it's Friday in game, which means we are going to the town gathering. So we'll just spend time going around and fishing and doing that kind of stuff today. I think we need to farm up some wood. You made your mount the pink cow. Do you have an old tablet? I do. Yeah. I see where you're going with that. I do have an old tablet. Yeah. I use it. I was using it for stream, but it's starting to get so old that it's like kind of laggy, but I use it to play Pocket Camp on stream sometimes and TCG Pocket. Speaking of, we got to do a Pocket Camp session soon. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, a little bit of fishing. A koi, nice. I wonder how lucrative the fishing is in this game. We haven't gone into the deep woods yet. We should go do that today. We can go meet Calderis in person. Sounds like RuneScape music? Dude, I know. I know, man. I know, dude. We jammed yesterday. I know. I'm so glad it's not just me that hears it. It's so close. Somebody called it today bootleg RuneScape music. Which sounds a little negative, but it's not. It's hilarious. Bootleg RuneScape music. This chat sometimes, man. Y'all are the best. So what are y'all gaming on as of late? So the Dusk Bloods playtest went live, I think, last night. Has anybody participated? I think I saw Duel Master looking to talk about it this morning as the show started. And they might be busy at this point. But I'm hearing pretty interesting things about Dusk Bloods. It's a multiplayer focused game, and it's like a battle royale. Like there's 8 players put into the world at the same time, and it's a PvE PvP game. So you can go around and fight monsters or fight each other, and your whole goal is to collect like a resource as you go through. It seems interesting. I wonder how FromSoft fans are going to react. Switch 2, Moonlight Peaks. Just got done playing through Metroid Prime for the first time? No way, dude. Did you play the Switch version? Or were you playing OG? Switch version's good, man. It's a good game. That game's beautiful. Oh, you mentioned Emberville? Wow, did they have a playtest or something too? All right, we can leave all this stuff on the ground, and it all just gets sent back to a chest at the end of the week anyways. It's beautiful. So even if we can't pick this stuff up, we'll just pick it up on Monday. All right, let's go talk to Dragon Boy. Pacopia, Moonlight Peaks, Friends of Mineral Town. That's what you've been gaming on? Chat. Do not look so worried. Taking this form, it was a small price to pay to ensure your safety. Will you be okay? I will mend in time. Breaking the final seals will aid me in my recovery. I ask that you continue to offer up essence in my shrine as well. And if you have time, a visit now and then would be greatly appreciated. Despite my condition, it is a marvel to be able to experience this world in physical form once again. Thank you for everything, Chad. What do we tuck them in? Nice. Playing Pacopia right now? Yeah, Drea, I agree. More games do need this. Dead by Daylight, Moonlight Peaks, Pacopia just got back in the DDV. Nice. Do. Boom, 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 boom. One second, I'm going to see. Here it is. Here's the game. Okay, so was it a private play test? So no one's live, so it's probably a private play test then, huh? Like they're not letting people show it off, maybe? Or maybe it was only a limited time thing. Maybe it's on YouTube. Very curious. I wasn't sure if people were streaming it. I also had a ball playing Rhythm Heaven Groove. Dude, did you? Rhythm Heaven Groove looks like a fun time, like, to be fair. Yeah, I don't have any missed emails from Emberville. I typed Emberville into my email search, and I don't have any emails at all that have anything to do with Emberville. So I guess I probably had to like sign up, right? I probably had to like sign up. Do they have a website? I'm only finding their Steam page. I'm going to add this to my wish list, though. This game does look kind of good. Seems like it'd be good. I have a Switch question. I'm planning on getting a Switch 2 and selling my Switch. If I want to start fresh on save data, but download all my games that it's attached to my Nintendo account, or will I have to transfer? Okay. So when you buy a new Switch, you have the option to transfer everything over, or you can say no. This has nothing to do with your games. All your digital games are attached to your Nintendo account, which you will be logging into on your new Switch 2. And you can just download and have all your games on your Switch 2. But when you buy a brand new Switch 2, or Switch 1, you have the ability to transfer everything over if you want. That includes save data, pictures, everything. And you can just say no to that. Start fresh and just download all your games from your Nintendo account, and you don't have to deal with any of that. So I think that answers your question. So you have plenty of choices. You could always just go in and delete the save data as well. The save data isn't like permanent. You could just go into your Switch settings, go to the save data section, and just delete the save data. Like, you don't have to think that hard about it. It's not like you're locked in. You have complete autonomy over your data, your save data, your games. All that stuff is a lot smoother than you think. You might think. So yeah, you can just do whatever you want with that stuff. So depending on what you're trying to accomplish, because your message confused me a little bit, but just when you buy your Switch 2, say no to the transfer, and then just log into your new Switch 2 with your Nintendo account. And the only thing that's going to transfer over is cloud data. Cloud data will transfer over naturally. And again, if you don't want that to happen, you're going to have to go in and like turn it off manually. Like, I think you can go into your data settings and say, don't transfer this over, or you can delete data. So you have a lot of control over that stuff. I'm planning on selling the Switch to put towards a Switch 2. That's why I wanted to ask. Right, so most stores will allow you to transfer your data right there before you give it up. So if you go to do a trade-in, you could say, hey, look, I need to get my data off this. And a lot of stores will let you do that in the interaction, in the exchange, if you want to. I know GameStops are famous for letting you do that, but you'll have to open your box and stuff like right there in the store, which is kind of weird. So that's why that is a very precarious situation to be in. Like, you need to be careful because Pokemon saves are not via cloud. Animal Crossing isn't on cloud either. And there's a handful of other games that are not on cloud. So you could very well lose pictures and lose data if you just sell that Switch 1 without the opportunity to transfer your stuff over. So be very careful about that. Yo, what's up, Justin Rampage? Yo, welcome to the show, dude. Fields of Mistria is cool. Yeah, it's fun. Fields of Mistria is cool. Yeah, it's a fun game. Yeah, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. Creators had to reply to their post on Twitter. I think I did that. Okay, well, I was just curious. So yeah, if you want to reword your question again, maybe I can give you a better answer. I'm not too sure what you're asking in your question. It sounds like you don't want to keep your saves. I'm not sure, but if you want to reword it, I think you got your answer though. I don't care about the saves. I just care about my downloaded games. Yeah, okay. So that's all attached to your Nintendo account. That has nothing to do with the Switch itself. There we go. That's what I thought you were saying. But it was hard for me to wrap my head around. Okay. Yeah. Like your Nintendo games have nothing to do with your Switch device. And that all has to do with the Nintendo account you're logged into. So that's like, you have all freedom. You could sell your Switch and not use it and never buy a new one for a decade and come back, buy a new Switch and have all your games. Like, that's all attached to the Nintendo account. So that's a super fair worry though. That's like a fair question. But you're all set in that regard, yeah. Oh, we can craft more terrariums? Okay. We can craft more apiaries. Okay, I wanted to get a level 2 kitchen. Where do I get that from? Do I have to buy that? I think I have to buy the level 2 kitchen. But I'm a little broke, so I'm gonna wait. I'm getting a Switch 2 soon. Nice, nice. Yeah, if you are willing to open it in person, I heard that GameStops are totally down with you just transferring everything over before you sell the Switch 1 officially. I've heard that from multiple sources, so you might just be able to do that anyways, and then you'd be good. I haven't played any Fields of Mistria. From watching you play it, I recommended it to my sister and she's obsessed. Yeah, Fields of Mistria is fun. This is a well put together game. Even before 1.0, this game was well put together. But I respect just wanting to start fresh. I think that's like the best part of getting a new digital device is just like starting fresh. Fresh start vibes. I have big respect for that decision. GameStop still exists? It does, it does. They are pivoting to Pokemon cards. That's how they're going to survive. GameStop is pivoting to Pokemon cards. That's like their main... GameStop is a trading card store now. Literally, their CEO straight up said that. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, the CEO was like, games are like maybe 5 to 10% of our business. We sell cards now. We're card sellers. So they're just giving up on games, which, to be fair, if you think about it, they kind of have to, because Sony just announced that physical games are going away. All of these resale shops are going to have to pivot to something, or they're all going to struggle, right? Like, this is the unfortunate reality that all of our favorite retro game stores are going to have to start offering something more than just video games, if they're not already, or they're just not going to survive. Like, they're just not going to survive. Like, they have to do something. Yeah, trading card GameStop. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's definitely where things are going. That's why, like, I have like a local place that I've been going to my whole life, and I love this place, and I'm so happy that they are kind of on their doing their own thing. Like, they've been selling records and VHSs and toys and trinkets and like music and CDs, and they've been doing it all. So they're not going to be affected fully, right? They'll only be like temporarily affected, or, you know, they'll just be affected lightly by like the ever-growing digital landscape. But there are some GameStops out there, or game shops, that are full on nothing but physical video game stuff, and it's pretty scary. I couldn't imagine owning my own business based in gaming right now. I'd be a little nervous. I'd definitely be a little nervous. Do. What happened to... This goes here. Okay. Nintendo existed before the Van Gogh painted the starry sky. That's a crazy fact. That's nuts. My kid's birthday's next month and he wants Mario Kart 11, but he's still in elementary. I might get him anyways. Oh, Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11, but I'm on the fence. Mortal Kombat can be a lot, but so I understand. Brain full of useless info. He watches his uncles play it and he says, this is way better than Injustice. He's not wrong. GameStop's a scalper. All the cards are overpriced. Really? Is GameStop scalping, dude? Yeah, same. Planet Kitties. Like, their retro market is really bad. I've gotten a completely fake game from GameStop. Physical old N64 game. I don't know if you were here for that story, but it was completely fake. So I'm not messing around with GameStop's retro catalog either. I'm not messing with their retro catalog at all because I don't trust them. After that, it's like, okay, you're obviously not checking your stuff detailed enough. And while it's a lot easier to like buy a disc-based game and know it's not fake, so I could still pick up like PlayStation games and GameCube games, but N64, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, I'm not touching any of it. Anything that can be faked, I'm not touching at GameStop anymore. But like disc, PlayStation 2, GameCube, like that stuff is still kind of okay because you can't really fake that stuff and get away with it, you know? That's nuts, Flip Toast. What the heck? Yeah, man, the scalping era is a weird era to be alive in. The scalping era is such a weird era to be alive in, dude. That's so weird. What up, Dom Bug? Welcome back, dude. Hear ye. Welcome to Queen Maple's Game of Succession. Each of you is here to vie for a chance to become my heir and one day rule over all of Aldaria. Of course, anyone who doesn't become my heir might be put to death, if reading old history books has taught me anything. That's how royalty does it. Who are we to argue with the system of rules thousands of years old? Now, would the members of my court please introduce themselves? I'm Lord Beetle. Maple, do we really have to be put to death if we lose? I don't want to do that. Ah, shucks, little guy. I think Queen Maple is just setting the tone. Lord Hayward wouldn't harm his fellow courters. I'm Lord Anvilstrike, and the Queen is right. Only ignominy and death await my foes on the road to becoming heir. Well, maybe just exile, or some community service hours. I'm Lady Kettle, sister to the Queen. If I win this contest, all your lives will be spared. Oh, come on, Reyna. Oh, Reyna already has my vote. Too bad this isn't a voting game. As long as we can still be friends afterwards, I guess Lord Beetle is ready to unleash his million-strong bug army. That's the spirit. Dude, 1 million bugs sounds terrifying. That kid's gonna win. All right, I don't feel like going through the lore today. Sorry, y'all. I've done all the lore multiple times. Glizzy with ketchup donated $6.66. You really are the devil.
You finally admit to chat that you love me. I'm tired of this charade.
That's so funny. When I was at the baseball game, these hot dog characters came out and they started chasing each other. And at one point, Ketchup attacked Mustard and like threw him into a door. And I was like, boo! I'm like, I hate Ketchup. And then Mustard ended up breaking back out of the door and running up the field and like knocking everyone down and winning the race. And I shed a tear. My hero, Mustard, wins again. My hero. Seems rehearsed. WWE with condiments. Seems rehearsed. Also, there was something else. What was it? I almost commented. Oh, it was like a YouTube video. I was watching Moist Critical just like 2 days ago, if you guys know who they are. And Moist Critical's famous for like, he likes dropping like goofy references. He loves doing the shtick of, that's like blank. And he'll like do some obscure reference. Well, I was watching a video and he was like, that's like a glizzy with ketchup on it. And I was this close to going into his comment section and being like, glizzies don't have ketchup. And stop using glizzy as a term that is interchangeable with hot dog. Hot dogs and glizzies were never meant to be the same thing. Glizzies are an upgraded hot dog. It's the next level. It's like the evolution. It's like Ash Ketchum and Pikachu and the mustard stone. You know, whatever. Either way, it's not the same. Y'all need to stop with this nonsense. All right, stop. Hot dogs and glizzies aren't the same. They're on a different level. So you can put your ketchup on your hot dogs, but don't you put ketchup on my Glizzard, all right? And also, if you're putting ketchup on a hot dog, you're a monster. The only way to eat hot dogs and ketchup together is if you cut that hot dog up in little slices and then you dip it into the ketchup pile with a fork. Then it's acceptable. But why are you eating ketchup-soaked buns? Nobody wants that. That's not how you eat hot dogs. Y'all are animals. It's like ass ketchup. Listen to the Glizz Lord. Haven't heard ketchup discrimination in a long time. I don't put anything on my hot dogs anyways. That's better than ketchup. Hashtag proud animal. Ketchup soaked bun made me spit out water. Keep your ketchup away from my buns. That's what I'm trying to say, dude. What about mustard soaked buns? That's the thing. Mustard doesn't soak into the bun. Mustard doesn't have the same viscosity, all right? Ketchup's all watery and goopy and sugary and bun soakity. Mustard just lays nicely on top of the bun. That's the whole thing. That's what we're trying to tell. We're trying to teach y'all. I'm too Latina for this conversation. Do I get banned for mayo? I mean, if you get real ketchup, you'd be okay. I'm crying. What is happening? Mustard is the worst condiment in the world. You know what, Flip Toast? You're the worst condiment in the world. Take 10 minutes. Take a walk. Who else wants some? Take a walk. Who else wants some? The hell out of here. What up, Hot Pocket? Good to see you today. What up, Glitch? Unbelievable. Line them up. Line them up. Oh my gosh. I agree with Flippy. Get them out of here. Who else wants one? Line them up. Take a walk. What's up, Tuba? I'm with Flip Toast. Even the smell of mustard makes me gag. Keep lining them up. I'm coming for you. No, that last one wasn't too bad. I don't care if you're allowed to not like mustard, but you must respect the mustard. Wait, Flip Toast jumped over to YouTube chat. He said, is this considered ban evading? Mustard stinks. Get him out of here. He can't jump over to YouTube. That's illegal. I don't even know if I can time people out over there. Get the hell out of here. Oh my Lord. You can, but it's a permaban. Yeah, like YouTube doesn't have like a timeout. It's either you're gone for the rest of existence or you're hanging out. There's no middle ground on YouTube. So I can't play that game on YouTube, chat. I guess y'all get to say what you want over there, but I'll be pissed off about it. Okay, I can't play that game on YouTube, unfortunately. What's up, Daisy Cat? Team Ketchup Unite on YouTube. All right. It looks like we have to water. We're safe here, Beth Chu says. Yeah, but just know that I'm clenching my fist like the Arthur meme right now to the side of my leg. DW! All right, Saturday is we can do quests today. What are we doing here? We need some coconuts. I love mustard, but I do dip in ketchup some bites. I do eat ketchup. That's the thing about this conversation that's always fun, is like, I never once said that I hated ketchup. I just don't like it with hot dogs. I grew up in Cleveland and we put stuff like sauerkraut on hot dogs and onions and stadium mustard and like other extravagant things. Like Clevelanders and hot dogs are very unique. Like we have like, it's like a culture here. We have our classic Polish boys here. We grew up putting like sauerkraut, onions, yellow mustard, stadium mustard, spicy brown mustard, but never in that equation where hot dogs were only at like family barbecues. That's where you would see that, because something about a grill, like fresh off the grill dog with a little bit of ketchup, like is like a thing that I will accept, right? Like, so like barbecues were like, that was like where it was like the only time we would ever see that. But growing up in Cleveland, that rarely did anybody eat hot dogs with ketchup. Like, it's not just me. It's like we were all not on team ketchup. I grew up in a very anti ketchup on dogs society. All right. Grew up on New York dirty water dogs, yummy sauerkraut and onions. Yeah, like, so like, to be fair, it's not like I'm completely against ketchup, but it just doesn't belong on a hot dog. Dragon horn beetle. Do we have one of those? Unfortunately, I think we only have one. No. Golden butter? I think I just have regular butter. Pomegranate juice? I don't think I can make that. Smallmouth bass? No. Clam? Goby? Dang, I don't have anything for these quests. Monster Fang? That's an easy one. What else? A pike? A pink seashell and a tide stone. All right, let's get out of here. Roller Coaster Tycoon on Switch 2 with mouse mode. I'm thinking of picking it up. Yeah, I'm curious as well. I love me some classic Roller Coaster Tycoon, man. I'm currently playing this game called Manor Lords. You ever heard of it, Didius? It's fun. I just made it to my first small town. I'm now officially a small town status. So the goal of my playthrough is apparently to get to large town status, which is kind of a lot, but we're working towards it. And we made it to small town. So Pretty good. Pretty good. Like, we're doing well for ourselves. I'm like working through all these trade networks and stuff. I almost had a spark of inspiration to start fresh again because I realized that I want to be even more organized. Like, now that I have a better understanding of the game, I want to organize stuff even better. But I stopped myself from restarting again because I haven't really even experienced like endgame and like some of the combat and stuff. So it made me realize like I should probably slow down and just keep playing this save file and actually try to get a sense of completion. Like, I want to be able to say that I beat the scenario that the game that I'm in. And the scenario that I signed up for was to get to a large town. So I'm just going to work on completing the scenario. And then from there, I think I'll start a fresh save file with all of the knowledge I've gained and really try to make like the perfect town or something fun like that. Who is this? It's one of the shopkeepers. It's this guy. All right, cool. Back to the mines. We should grab some food on the way, though. Is this... Okay, coconut milk. What do you think of ketchup chips? Funny, do we have a clip of when I got sent ketchup chips? And the first 3 I didn't really like, and then I eventually ended up eating the whole bag of one of them. There's a clip out there. So one of the chatters sent me ketchup chips, convinced I would like them. And they were actually right. And I ended up genuinely enjoying the ketchup chips. So... But the first 3 brands I hated. I ended up liking the Old Maid brand or whatever. The classic, apparently the Canadian classic. It was like Old Maid or something like that. That was the kind I ended up enjoying. Do, 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 do. We also have mayo chips. Okay, calm down. What are ketchup chips? Just chips that are flavored like ketchup. It's kind of a weird concept, but they're just potato chips that have ketchup flavor. It's kind of hard to even describe what they taste like because they don't taste exactly like ketchup, but they have like a tang to them. They're kind of hard to describe. Yeah, Old Dutch. That was the brand that I liked. Gotta try these mayo chips. What would mayo chips even taste like? I don't know if... Does mayo really have that distinct of a taste for y'all? I guess I don't really think about mayo that way. I guess I never really thought about mayo that way. But yeah, I guess mayo has like a pretty distinct taste. Especially like Duke's mayo. Like, I'd say that Duke's mayo tastes the best out of all the mayos. I'd say so. Yeah, I've always thought about mayo as a base as well. It's like hard for me to wrap my head around. What would chips taste like? It's just weird. I'm sure it's fine. Like all fries with ketchup in one chip? Kind of. Like, imagine dipping a French fry into ketchup and take the sweetness completely out of the equation. And that's a ketchup chip. Like, imagine taking a French fry or a chip, whatever country you're from, whatever you call them, and dipping it into ketchup. But imagine the ketchup's not sweet at all. Like, it's just vinegary and a little tangy. And that's what actually made it good. Because my biggest problem with ketchup is that most store-bought ketchup's really sweet. So it's like vinegar, tomato, yeah, like it's a real interesting flavor. But That would be like the best way to describe it. It's kind of just a ketchup flavor that's a little bit more focused on vinegar and a little bit more focused stepping away from the sweet side. Yeah, I've had internationally shipped ketchup chips from Canada. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, dude. Internationally shipped ketchup chips. Apparently the old Dutch brand is like the best. I'm not sure if you can get it in the States. I'm sure you can, but Mr. Worldwide. Yo, what up, JR Prisma? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing today? I'm gonna send you all ketchup brands in a box, BRB. I've had 3 ketchup chip brands, 3 of them, I believe. We had like a Lay's version or something. I don't remember all the different kinds we had. I need to get some new gear and new armor. My character's kind of weak. Woo! Ooh, nice. Large Essence Stone. The Essence Stone is like the auto petter in the game, right? When do you unlock the auto petter abilities? Like auto petter, I think? Auto feeder? I don't remember exactly what it is. Back to lurking on the TV while I do diamond art. Hey, enjoy. Diamond art's cool. You'll have to take a picture and share with us sometime. All dressed chips? I've never had those. I've had pickle chips. Pickle chips are good. I'm a big pickle fan, though. So hit me with anything pickle flavored, and I'm usually there. Pickles in my tuna salad all day. Some relish on a hot dog. Sign me up. Give me some of that. Anybody here ever made their own pickles? I wanted to get into pickling at one point in my life. I was thinking about it. You can buy these like mini cucumbers and they pickle a lot faster, like within just like a week or 2. So like traditionally pickles take a while to pickle, right? Cucumbers, they take a while to pickle. But you can do like this like par pickling process essentially, where like it's not like a full pickle and you use like special cucumbers, and then like it's like a lot shorter. It's like a lot shorter of a period, and you could make these within like a couple weeks or something. I don't know the details, but I was thinking about getting into that at one point. Miss Vicky's jalapeno cheddar, sign me up, dude. My grandma used to all the time. I wasn't a fan. I like the baby pickles more than the big ones. We're in much better shape than we were a few days ago. Glad to hear it, dude. Armored bass. Breaded. Lava chestnuts. Nice. We're at 67. It's 10 p.m. I don't think we have a chance to make it to the next floor. Not without using our energy anyways. Yeah, let's just get this chest. Wow, these chests are sitting on top of each other. The mimic. Whoa, I'm about to die. The mimic is sitting right on top of a regular chest. Really weird spawn placement. Throw that stone in there. Eat up. Wow, that's a massive bed. What the frick? That's a bed right there. We're taking that bad boy home. All right, let's get out of here. And we can get ourselves some more skills here. All right, we got everything. Let's grab this. The mimic wants you to pay attention to it. Yeah, which is weird. Normally mimics are trying to blend in, I thought. Oh, JR Prisma, you went on an adventure, dude? You went back from vacation? Does the States have ketchup Doritos? No, I've never seen ketchup Doritos in my life. Yeah, dude, hope you had a good vacation though, man. Eyes are still stingy from all the smoke today though. Yeah, Canada has a lot of smoke and stuff going on this time of year, right? What are these boots? Tarnished gold greaves. Oh wow, that's a big upgrade for us. Nice. That's a big upgrade for us. We'll take it. All right, we're not going to make it home if we aren't careful here. Get out of here. All right. Air quality alerts all summer. Yeah, I remember Canada was similar last year too. I really do hope that y'all are okay up there, man. I know last year, or maybe it was the year before that I'm thinking of specifically, when I was living in a different area here before I moved. I remember going outside to like yellow sky, like everything was yellow. And it was just like, oh my gosh. And it had all come from Canada. Canada was going through it at the time. Yeah, we didn't figure out our animals today. I was actually like weird. I was like randomly watching a video about how forest fires are handled on like a large scale. And how human history has handled massive fires, and like how like the strategy, right? The strategies behind like how you're supposed to deal with that. It's like you can't prevent the fires from happening, so you have to like design them in a, you have to almost like let them happen. Like they have to like, you have to like purposefully let them happen essentially. And then you just have to try to control them. It's like what I've read is like, that's how like they've been handled for like years in human history. Is like, it's like the fires have to happen. And you're like, instead of trying to prevent them, you go through a process of like controlling them. Right? And it's like a whole thing. It's about limiting the scope of the fires, and you have to have controlled fires to prevent the wildfire outbreaks. And that's like how it's been handled through like a lot of human history, is like they do controlled burnings to keep it from being bad. But my point is like, I wonder like what's changed and why are we struggling to prevent them? Like what could we be doing different? And I think it's just they're worse than they've ever been, and we aren't prepared, or like we weren't prepared for how bad they've been or something. Like, yeah, climate change is a big factor, right? Because it's like what's going, like, you know, I can't help but think like, all right, you know, we've been dealing with this for all of human history. Fire's been a big thing that has caused humans to migrate. Like it's a big part of human history. So why are we struggling so much to handle this now? And I think it comes down to like not being properly prepared, and like our leaders weren't properly zoning. I read that like zoning codes and stuff like that was way too relaxed in like California. And a lot of it has to do with that, and like mismanagement of like water is like another part of it or something like that. Like I was reading about like some of the mistakes that have happened over the years in like California's zoning laws or something. Again, I really don't know all the way what I'm talking about, but I was just like reading a little bit about this and I'm like, wow, this is fascinating. Deforestation and disruption of the environment. I don't think there's a lot of funding for it. I saw this video of a gigantic jumbo jet kind of plane that had an absolutely insane amount of water dropping from it. Is incredibly effective. Lots of deadfall built up, and the people didn't realize the water is finite. Big corporations soak up a ton of water in CA. I know Canada, they cut a lot of funding for fire control as well in the past year or two. And then here we are, right? It's like, you would think that there's systems in place to stop this, because it's bad, man. Canada, people were having to like abandon their homes and stuff this year. And I'm sure that's not the first time, let's be real. But that doesn't mean it's any less tragic. Like, that's scary, man. Like, imagine having to just abandon your home. Like, that's crazy. Like, you would think that at this point in human history, we would have some sort of solutions in place and things that would help us project over the next 10 years to less forest fires. And I sure as hell hope there is. Like, I hope there's systems in place and things that they're doing to prevent the amount of this that's occurring. I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like we have many leaders that are doing anything right. So I don't know, but you know, it's like, if it can't be stopped right this second, at least in the next 5 or 10 years, like, this should be like, there's no reason for that. Again, I know that we can't beat nature completely. I don't want to come off like too disillusioned. Like, we're never going to be able to beat nature completely, especially the way we treat her, right? Mother Nature. So there's going to be little scuffles and fires and stuff that's going to be out of our hands. But it feels like at this moment in time, someone dropped the ball somewhere. Like, something is not working the way it should. Like, you know, I don't know. My lack of knowledge is certainly not helping me here, but I'm just sharing my thoughts, you know? Hey, chat, do you have a minute? I wanted to tell you that the Harvest Festival is coming up. This might be a new event. I don't think the Harvest Festival was in the game the last time I played. Maybe it was, maybe. There's going to be all sorts of fun things to do. There'll be a big community feast for everyone to enjoy. Hayden will have a pumpkin patch set up. And there will even be a dance if anybody want to ask. But as you can imagine, there's a lot of things to do in preparation. How can I help? Oh, well, the Harvest Festival is held at this time of year because it coincides with the Queen Berry harvest. I'm not surprised you haven't heard of them. They only grow wild in Mistria, and only for a short time. So it's the same as the spring. Yeah, it's the same, like it's the same as the spring event. Okay. I'm from West Texas and I have opinions. Yeah, every once in a while, I'll just think critically about stuff happening in my life and around me. Even if I don't have the knowledge, doesn't mean I can't think about stuff. You know, I think I've noticed that sometimes humans will just stop themselves from thinking about something if they feel like they aren't equipped with the knowledge. It's like, who cares? Right? Like, I know scientists who aren't good at math, and they still are qualified to think about math things. In fact, in history, there has been scientists who have put out papers that have figured stuff out that led to like discoveries like gravity and Einstein. And guess what? They weren't mathematicians. They were thinkers. They were just critical thinkers who just thought about stuff and said, this is how this could work. And their ideas were solid, even if they weren't based in like pure logic. So I don't limit myself just because I don't understand everything. I don't limit myself. I think about everything, dude. I think about anything. I don't care if I don't fully get it. It doesn't mean that I don't have proper opinions about things. And even if those opinions need to be adjusted when I get more knowledge, that's fine. I'm okay with being wrong, right? Oh, don't, you don't want to be wrong in 2026, right? Like, I don't care. I'll be wrong, dude, whatever. I'm from Utah and we're constantly on fire this summer. Yeah, dude, I can only imagine. Call outside. So yeah, I don't fully know what I'm talking about, but like the fire stuff seems pretty intense, man. I hope that y'all are okay. I hope that gets figured out more and more. Seems like an ever-growing battle, and how it's managed and how it's handled is certainly not easy. Again, like Mother Nature she don't pull no punches, you know. Yeah. She'll jack you up real quick. She don't care. Oh, I should have watered those before I harvested. So you always want to water before you harvest in this game because you have a chance to get free seeds. So even if you have crops that are fully grown, you should water them before you harvest them anyways. Because you have the option, if you unlock it in the skill tree, to get free seeds for watering stuff. So always make a point to water first. Sell an onion, sell a cranberry, sell a sweet potato. Then drop in, oh, this doesn't have to go to the museum. Drop a cranberry. Drop a sweet potato in here. And then we'll save stuff for food. Take all food stuff out of here. Reorganize. Oh, we have to donate one of these apples. Okay. Also, we want to ship our first apple. I don't think we've done that, have we? Just in case, let's ship an apple. Because when you ship stuff, you get recipes for cooking. So you do want to ship one of everything, even if you plan on saving it. Ship an onion as well. Okay, we already have one in here. Okay, we're good. Oh, I need to give a blueberry to this terrarium. Or a blackberry? How do I give it the food? Give item. It's ZR. That's so confusing to me. Where did I put my last fish bait? Oh, never mind. It wasn't a fish bait. It was pheromones and I used it. Okay, so we'll save the fish bait. All right, cool. Now, what are we doing here? It's Sunday in game. I think we're going to the mines. We could also go crafting and make ourselves some gear. We have 141 gold. We'll save that. Let's just go to the mines again. Let's bring ourselves some food. And let's cruise. Let's see if we can make it to the next floor. And away we go. You have to throw it at him. Reminds me of a video that I watched, The Great Raft, a huge log jam. American settlers came in and dismantled it because it was in the way. It had a massive effect on the local ecosystem, even the direction of the Mississippi River. Humans do be humaning, huh? We're always messing something up. Man versus nature. I think that the battle between man versus nature is kind of cool, though. I think part of that is just the way life, you know, to some extent, we do got to get in there and live and like mingle and I don't know. I guess like old pioneers and stuff interest me, and like how they like Oregon Trail status, like how they handled like stuff back in the day is cool to me. Like I've been thinking a lot about American culture, and I've talked about this on stream about like one day I asked myself, like, what is American culture? Because I feel like there's a lot of like people out there, like let's say people that don't live in America, that's a hard thing to describe. And the first thing people think of is like hot dogs and hamburgers. But I started thinking, I'm like, no, what truly is American culture outside of like the melting pot, and how the fact that we have a lot of different cultures mixed in, that's very American. But like, what is American culture? And I discovered it. It's cowboys. It's the pioneer era. It's Little House on the Prairie. That's like American culture. Think about it, dude. It's Little House on the Prairie, dude. That's like the perfect example. It's that era that's American culture. And then it's also like casseroles, Midwest, right? Like casseroles and like turkeys and Thanksgiving. That's all kind of like American culture at this point. I don't know how many other countries have like a celebration around turkey like that. And then one of them hit me. Baseball. Think about it. Baseball is like a very American culture thing. It's baseball, man. Yeah, baseball. You know, like it makes so much sense. And like, because I was trying to answer the question not with nuance, right? See, like a lot of the chat instantly jumps into the nuance, right? Well, it's all different state by state and stuff like that. I know that. That's why I'm trying to ask a more open-ended question. What is like American culture as a whole? Not all the individual stuff, not the fact that we're a country that's basically countries within a country, not all the melting pot and the pasta and the Italians that came over, not the Germans, not all that. Like, what is truly just American culture as a whole? And that's a hard question to answer. That's a real hard question to answer. And I think a lot of people just jump to like the super easy, like like hot dogs and hamburgers, which I guess to some extent that's actually really true. I don't know how many other countries were as into hamburgers and hot dogs as we are. Apple pie is an answer. There it is. Apple pie. Colonialism. Exactly. Little House on the Prairie. Baseball, right? There is an answer. There is an answer, and it's really interesting. But there is an answer to like what you would call the culture of the people who grew up here. It's like colonial. It's real jazz came out of America. I've heard that one before. Right? Like jazz came out of like that's like real interesting. Destroying native cultures. Sure, we can be negative about it, but I think we all know that the Europeans were colonizing well before America even existed, and you could also say that's a part of European culture. So why don't we just stick to having fun with the conversation instead of making it that, right? Like, yes, yeah, I think we all know that America sucks and we did a lot of bad things, but yeah, sure. And like, let's not forget that. Well, let's talk about the culture stuff. Like, you know, like the white man being a colonizer has been going on for longer than just America. So that's not even exclusive to American culture. If you want to get real, that's just something that's been going on since humans became humans. We're always doing something terrible and it sucks. So yeah, I know. Yeah, America doesn't have a monopoly on colonization. Yeah, like colonial, like that's not, you know, we're just having a friendly conversation. It doesn't have to go in that direction every time, chat room. That can be a little frustrating to have a conversation. It always has to go into something like that. It's like, yes, I know. Never mind. America sucks. We should never talk about its culture. It's stupid. Go eat a hamburger, you idiot, and move on. Okay, sounds good. Never mind, I said anything. Yo, what up, cool legendary hero? I'm doing well today. How are you, man? Did we invent A1 sauce? Dude, if we did, that's worth mentioning. The land has always been pretty patchwork. Right, exactly. So that's why it really is hard to say, like, what's American culture, because America's massive, dude. Like, if you look at, like, the history of Ohio and then you look at the history of Texas, you wouldn't even think we were the same people. Right? Like, if you look at the history of California and you look at the history of New York, you literally wouldn't even think they were the same people at all and that they were at all under the same flag. You wouldn't think that. And that is the interesting part about the question. It's a hard question to answer. Right. But I do believe that if you really look at the history, there are certain things that are kind of everywhere in America. And like the early days of like the Little House on the Prairie vibe was very much everyday life in America at one point. When we first started traversing the lands of America, that was American life at one point was actually very similar across the board. It didn't matter where you were. There was points in time where American life was very similar across the board. Like, look at like the Great Depression, even like the early 1900s, life across America was very similar, way more than it is now, right? Like, it was similar, right? Like, sure, you weren't farming in New York, but you were still living a similar life. It was all very new and pioneer, right? It was the pioneer era. And I think some of that stuff is the roots of American culture. That's where we find our culture as Americans, is in the roots of like what they were doing when we first moved over, and like how we ate, and like what we did for like, you know, like how we traveled. And again, that's why you bring up like cowboys and horses and Oregon Trail, that stuff, that energy, and like the buffaloes that we basically made extinct. Like, that's like American culture. It really is, dude. And it's really interesting. There is an answer, and it isn't just hot dogs and hamburgers, right? It isn't just, you know, the fact that we're a melting pot and that it's a little bit of everything. There is stuff that you could consider American culture, right? And that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to think about. You know, as an American, I just would like to know. Sometimes I just like to think about it, you know? Potatoes, yeah. That's like enough country, Leafeon. The smell of barbecue, campfires, dirt roads, ice cold lemonade. Yeah, you know, like there's stuff there, man. It's pretty cool. It's cool to think about and wrap your head around, because I don't know about y'all, but I grew up in the land of just America is everything else, right? I'm a millennial, and I just grew up in like America. So many people tried to convince me that America didn't have culture and that America was just everyone else's culture stolen. And that's like, after you hear that long enough as an American, that kind of sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it kind of sucks to constantly get reminded, like, oh, your country, you don't have culture. It's like, actually, yeah, we do. We just don't lean into it as much as we used to. And like, people don't talk about it as much as they used to, but like, there is culture, dude. And like, there's stuff that is very defined as American. And it's not just the fact that we have pizza and pasta and, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people will say like a lot of Southern cooking, while it has like French roots, and it's like very American, right? Like Louisiana and stuff. Like, a lot of that stuff you can't eat like you can in Louisiana, like anywhere else in the world, even if it does have some like French roots and stuff like that, right? Like, yeah, Disney is a big part of American culture. Yeah. So it's interesting, man. It's just fun to think about sometimes. Simpsons TV, yeah, you could definitely start going in the direction of like the modern stuff and like what we have brought to the table. Like, let's be real, like Michael Jackson is a big part of American culture. Mariah Carey is like a big part of American culture. If you want to go in that direction, there's a lot of stuff that So like what I learned is that for years, other countries would get American television, but they would only get like one channel. So a lot of like other countries, they're like, what they think American TV is like 10 years ago. I don't think this is the problem anymore, but like what I heard from my buddy growing up, like, so this was about 10 years ago, everybody, that they were 10 years behind. So while they were like discovering Michael Jackson, we were all in like 2010, like moving on, but they're like just finding like Miley Cyrus and we're like over here. So like, it was always like real behind. I don't think it's like that as much as it used to be, but it was at one point. So a lot of what the world thought America was always like 10 years behind when it came to like media. Like I had like Australians even come up to me like, oh, how about Michael Jackson? And it was like 2015. And I'm like, who? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh yeah, you know? And I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, that's so 15 years ago, dude. Who's still talking about that? You know, like it was just like real interesting, but I don't know if the world is still like that. I don't know if it's still very separated and there's still like years in between or not. I don't know. Yeah, they think everything is Texas in America. Yeah, I think the biggest mistake when other countries think of America is the mistake that I was making with my question, but on purpose. It's that America is so much more than just one thing that you couldn't even begin to wrap your head around America if you've never been here. And we don't say that to gatekeep you. We say that out of respect. You have no idea what it's like to drive 2 hours, 3 hours, and be in a completely different universe. Well, actually, you do. Because Europe is small enough to drive across. But now imagine that as your whole country. Right? Like you have to, it's hard for people to wrap their head around. It's like, I'm not just driving from UK to Germany. I'm driving from New York to Ohio, and they're not even remotely the same. Like, it's hard. And again, it's not like a gatekeepy conversation. It's just the reality, right? We becoming so industrialized. We look exactly like America. I don't know what Australia is anymore. Yeah, I've heard Australia's changed a lot over the years. Bum, 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 bum. Must be nice to drive short distances like that to another country. It has to be, right? I've always wanted to experience train travel in Europe. I've heard such good things about jumping on a train and just like showing up in another country. Like, that's kind of cool, man. I guess technically I could do that in America. I'm sure there's trains that go to Canada. I'm sure there is. Yeah, that would be sick. That would be super cool. I want to take a train across the country. I've been wanting to do this for years. That's how I'm going to end up at TwitchCon sometime. I want to go to TwitchCon, and the way that I want to go to TwitchCon is I want to take a train from Ohio, and the train, I've already tracked the path. It goes from Ohio down through Texas, or stops, then loops all the way to California to Southern Cali. So I would get to experience everything like below me, all the way through to Texas, and then all the way through to California. And then there's a train I could take on the way back that goes through the northern states to Ohio and up through California. And I want to go see the redwoods because that's like my dream. I'm a big tree guy, if you don't know that about me. And seeing the redwoods would be something that I don't know. It's hard to put into words what that would do for me as a person, but it would be really special. So I just want to I just want to touch a redwood and maybe get a hug out of it. That'd be cool. I've never been on a train. Yeah, I really want to take a train. It's like a 3-day ride from Ohio to California. It's like not bad. It's like 3 days isn't terrible. I think it might be a little bit more than that, but I think it's around 3 days. Redwoods are like an hour from me. You got to come out. Yeah, that's been my plan for a while, is to go and take a train to Cali and then go to TwitchCon. And the only reason I haven't committed to it is because I haven't really traveled much in my life at all. And I don't know how to do it. Like it's like scary. Like it's like, I'll just be fully transparent. Like I'm a man baby. Like I don't know how it works, how to go about it. It's like, I have to plan ahead, and I've never planned further ahead in my life than like dinner. So it's like I have to like buy hotels ahead of time, and it's just like a thing. It's just like a whole thing, dude. Yeah. Prepare for terrible internet. You remind me of a guy on YouTube who makes ice cream from trees. What the heck? As a non-American, it's interesting to hear this discussion, not just the loud stuff you hear online. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to just chat a little bit about. I had this talk once before, not too long ago, about my discoveries into like American culture, food-wise. Like in this discussion, I specifically was looking for stuff that was originated here. Not stuff that Americans eat regularly. At that point, you could say pizza, pasta, whatever, because we are a melting pot. But stuff that originated here, and I think apple pie is like a real big one. I'm not sure if that originated here, but it was like, it got popular here. You know, again, like the casserole, the traditional casserole is a very American thing, no matter what name you put on it. There's some food, there's some stuff. It's really interesting. General Tso's and chop suey originated here. I believe that. Yeah. American Chinese food in general is very American. And fun fact, not really Chinese at all. like some of it's Chinese inspired, but like American Chinese food is just super goofy, like amalgamation of like China meets America. It's like a weird cuisine. Yeah, it's nothing. There's nothing like it anywhere else besides for like other countries. Like I'm sure at this point you might be able to find that kind of stuff in like Europe, but bourbon chicken, Amtrak, and get a cabin car. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I was looking into Amtrak and then just renting out my own cabin car so I can just fully relax and just chill. I'd like to go with somebody. Yeah, so I'll have to see if the babe will come along. That would be the best. I've done the trip before. Yeah, it sounds so fun, dude. I can go a few hours in my own state. Yeah, same. Where I'm at, it takes me a handful of hours to get to Southern Ohio. And I'll tell you right now, Southern Ohio and Northern Ohio are night and day. Like Northern Ohio is like the smog city, right? Cleveland. At one point, it was the smog city, one of the steel capitals because of Lake Erie. And now it's like a food capital, and we have a lot of great chefs that come out of Cleveland, and it's a dense city with a massive population. Also, if you didn't know, fun fact, Cleveland is like the top 3 Black communities, African American communities in the world. If not, I think maybe top 3 in America, maybe like top 5 in the world. Greater Cleveland has a massive population, all right? The massive population when it comes to like first world countries and stuff, I guess. I can't remember where I heard the statistic, so it's probably a little off. So either way, in America, it's like top 3 for sure. And then you go to Southern Ohio, and these motherfuckers just want to pretend like they're from Kentucky. You go to Southern Ohio, and it's like Kentucky from Timo. It's like bootleg Kentucky. It's a bunch of people who just wish so hard that they lived in a real country state. So they just try to make their whole lives country. So you go down in Southern Ohio and it's a bunch of country bumpkins. And it's like, what, dude? And you go to Northern Ohio and it's like New York. but light. It's like a mini small like steel capital. It's such a funny like holy heck, dude. Southern Ohioans they're just such a weird energy. They all wish they were from Texas. Everybody from Southern Ohio just wishes they were living in Texas. So they try to make up for it by buying the biggest trucks possible and, you know, wearing cowboy hats. It's just a weird world. It's just a weird place to be, dude. It's so weird, man. I don't know what it is about Southern Ohio, man. Technically, they live in the south of Ohio. Yeah. So yeah, you can find different worlds just traveling between the same state in America. It really is like that. Depending on the state, like California is so big, North Cal and South Cal are nothing like each other from what I read. Texas is so big, you could fit 4 states in it, so it's just completely different. I know like upper state New York is very different from the New York that you see on TV. Trying to think of other states that have that effect that I know about. I think Southern Florida and Northern Florida are like night and day. You wouldn't even think they're the same state from what I read as well. Oh, is Central Cal definitely different as well? Yeah, I mean, it's big enough. I believe it. That's true for Indiana and Illinois. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It was so bizarre for me growing up in NC and going to school in upstate New York, seeing people with Confederate flags. I was like, where do you think you are right now? Dude, my neighbor, so not my neighbor, one of my best friends bought a house, and a couple weeks after buying his house, what happens? The neighbors across the street put up a Confederate flag in front of their house on their flagpole, and it had like a weed symbol in the middle of it, like real weird, just like goofy. And he said that like his stomach dropped because like he just bought this house and he was like super happy about like buying his first house, and then he goes outside and he just sees this flag. He's like, oh no, dude, like what the like what have I gotten myself into vibes, right? And like, what are you gonna do about that? It's like, it's your neighbor. Like, what are you gonna do about that? Like, you ain't gonna do nothing. You're just gonna you're just gonna hope that they don't cause trouble, right? Oh my gosh, dude. It was like I feel so bad for him. I'm like, if I would have just bought a house and that would have happened, I would have felt so bad. I would have felt so bad, dude. I live in NYC. I'm a little afraid when I go upstate. Yeah, upper state's very different from what I've heard. Yeah. Turn and burn, avoid eye contact, because you just never know. People are crazy, you know. It's like one of those situations where it's like you got to pick your battles in life, and I'm not too fond of picking battles that could result in me getting shot or worse, because people are just losing it nowadays. So like, unless I really need to speak up in like public, maybe something's happening, I keep my head down, dude. I will only speak up if it's something that requires me to speak up, you know. So, and those situations will happen, but yeah, I'm not messing with people nowadays, dude. How are the drivers in Ohio? I'd like to think that Ohioans know how to drive, but I feel like every time snow falls, everyone forgets how to drive. But we live in one of the coldest states in America. So I'm not terribly confident that anybody knows how to drive here. Or just driving through snow sucks, I guess. I've been to Columbus twice. Once for a concert, and once I drove through it to get to Cincinnati. What's up, Alan? I'm normally very afraid of confrontation. Yeah, it's tough. You got to pick your battles, man. People get like, I don't know, like if I had a neighbor that was doing that kind of stuff, I don't know if I'd want to start a war with them, because you got to live next to them. So that's tough, right? Maybe just secretly call the city on their like terrible yard or something and just like silently attack them. Be the guy who's calling the city like, I don't think their house is up to code. You might want to look into it. Peace. Get a little sneak. Now, you got to do some kind of war. You know what I mean? You got to do some warfare. Like, you know, you got to do some like secret warfare. Like, yo, just anonymous tip. I think their house needs to look at. Try to cause them some grief. You know, I don't know. Suburban warfare. Well said. Well said. My neighbors smoke a lot, and now every time I'm outside gardening, it's like I'm breathing it in. It's 100% their right, none of my business. But I just want to garden without breathing it. Oh, yeah. Hey, code department. I live in a condo, so we aren't allowed to have anything like that outside. Yeah, condos are very different, right? What's up, Christine? Good to see you today, by the way. Do you know how it is in Columbus? I'd like to live there. Columbus is a city. It's like a bigger city than even Cleveland, I think, at this point. What do I know about Columbus? I know Columbus has the same problems that any major city has. Decent amount of, you know, the same woes. So anything you can think of, you're not going to avoid that when it comes to inner city Columbus. At one point, it was one of the tech capitals in the Midwest, and I think it still is. They had a tech boom. So at one point, there was a lot of jobs available in Columbus. I don't know if that's still the case. I know the suburbs outside of Columbus can be pretty nice or can be pretty grody. Depends on which direction you go, kind of vibes. Again, I'm basically describing every major city in America. It has its ups, it has its down, it has its rundown districts, it has its up kind of nicer districts. Usually there's a couple suburbs around the city that are nice, a couple that are pretty bad. All in all, I would say the probably the biggest perk of living in Columbus is that being in the center of Ohio, you have access to a lot of stuff. From the center of Ohio, you're only 3 hours away from Michigan, 5 or so from Canada. You're only 3-5 hours away from like Philadelphia. You're only 3-5 hours away from Chicago. You're only 3 or 5 hours away from Tennessee. Like, so Columbus is a really cool spot to live because you're only a couple hours away from multiple locations to visit and to hang out. And that's pretty cool, right? So I think Central Ohio definitely has its perks if you're a travel person. And that's like something somebody told me like years ago because I was thinking about moving there. Yeah. Central Ohio in the heartland near Silicon Valley or whatever they're calling us for tech. Yeah, it's a very big tech boom. I heard Columbus is a capital for tech in the States, but in the Midwest. Yeah, one of the fastest growing cities, Grizz says. Welcome in, Gwiz. Then you say 5. Yeah, Ohio has 500 data centers. It's sick. You can actually find a map. Data center map. Here, I'll pull it up for y'all. So somebody has done the kind work of giving us a data center map, right? So you can go in here and you can do, right? So you go in here and it has all the data centers and then it gives you like the numbers, right? So if you go to like Ohio and you zoom in, it'll tell you like how many are like in that area. So, and like there's supposed to be a thing where it just like clumps them up and gives you numbers. I'm not sure why it's not doing that. It's supposed to give you like, you zoom in and it gives you like a number, but I'm not sure why it's not doing that. But yeah, this map is cool. I'll link it after I'm done going through it. But it'll like show you, like it'll put a number. It'll be like 23 over Cleveland, it said. So like in the Cleveland area, there's 23 data centers, and that could be big or small. And then like over down in Akron, there was like another 20. But Ohio's is like the top 3 in the country getting smacked with the data centers right now. It kind of sucks. I hate it. And I feel bad for anybody who lives out in the country and stuff in Ohio, because it's probably real bad for them. But as you can tell, they're mostly around the cities, so they're not getting hit in the country too hard. But yeah, Ohio's like one of the top states getting smacked. We have like 450 or something. It's really bad. How many in England? I don't know. It seems like there's a lot over in Europe though. But again, I don't exactly know what this map is tracking. Like, I don't know if it's tracking just every data center in existence, because some of them have probably been around for a while because of like cloud and stuff, or if it's tracking like just like AI one. Like, so you take this information with a grain of salt, because I don't exactly know what this map is tracking. Like, it could be tracking like small little time ones or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's the map. Yeah, there's cloud. So this data center map launched in 2007. It was the first research tool of its kind. We operate a global data center directory mapping data centers locations worldwide. And it counts cloud stuff, data centers, and like network. So it might not be exactly... It might not be exactly... just like, you know, the recent stuff, the AI stuff. It might not just be that, but yeah. Yo, it's cool to see you as well, Legendary Hero. Have a good day today. Some have been around forever, right? Like, there's been like cloud gaming and like that kind of stuff has needed data centers as well. Tom's the Pokemon thing today? Wait, there's a Pokemon thing? Are we yeah, wait, is there a Pokemon thing today? Did I miss something? Oh, today's Pokemon is today Worlds? Is Worlds already here? Seriously? Is Worlds already here? So that's probably, I don't know where Worlds is. It's usually based off of where it's at. Is it in Cali this year? Oh, that just starts today. Sorry, y'all. So Pokemon World starts today and it goes until Sunday, and Sunday's where they do all the announcements. So if you're looking for announcements and stuff, that's usually Sunday, unless I'm wrong about that. Usually it's Sunday when we see announcements during the grand finals of all the tournaments. So I don't know if they're going to announce anything today, but maybe they are. Maybe I don't know that, but usually it's Sunday when they do all the cute announcements. Maybe they're doing more than just that this year, but cool. Thank you, Random Reject. Flavatown, what's up, Muzzled Emperor? What's up, Abby Likes Nachos? Welcome to the show. I'm looking for the special Pokopia announcement. Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna say. What if they announce, like, what are they gonna do? Like, what would they be announcing? You know what I mean? Like, what are they gonna say? We already know about, so like, we already know about the DLC. Ha, suckers, it's not just items in the next DLC. Yeah, I wonder what they could talk about. Maybe a date for the next DLC. Yeah, we don't have a date yet. Maybe they're bringing humans back. What? That would be crazy. The Humans Return DLC. The Humans Return DLC. All right, I'm gonna do something that doesn't happen here too often on this channel. I'm gonna do a stream under 4 hours today. I'm out of here. I'll be back tonight for Mecha Chameleon. I'll see y'all in 5 hours. Exactly 5 hours for Mecha Chameleon. And we'll be back. I'm not 100% feeling 100% like myself today, so I just wanted to show up and be here for a couple hours, but I don't want to push it. I'm obviously like a little off, so yeah, I don't want to push it too much. So I'll be back. We'll be back for Mecha Chameleon, my first time ever playing it. If y'all want to join us for the night stream, PM squad, come on by. I'm gonna go and I got a workout planned, and then I think I'm gonna try to go to the PO box. So little workout, PO box, and anything else I can accomplish before night stream. So just no fade, no raid today, just a fade. we're gonna fade on out of here. Thanks for coming and hang out today, though. Appreciate y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday, and I hope this was a nice start to your days today. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Yo, thank you, Anxious Worm. I appreciate that, dude. Yo, Johnson Boy. Yeah, and if I don't see y'all tonight, I know some of y'all don't tune into Twitch on the weekend. I hope you have an excellent rest of your weekend. And we'll be back for the Monday morning show per usual. We got a fun weekend planned of content, though. So come on by Sunday for Restory. Likely tomorrow morning, we'll do some more Mecha Chameleon, depending on if we like it. So come on by. I will be here for the weekend. I will be here for some streams, whether they're light or not. Yeah, we'll see y'all in just about 5 hours. If I did miss y'all rolling into the stream, thank you for being here. If you're just tuning in, I don't do streams this late often. 4 hours is my minimum, but I always try to aim for that 5 or 6. That's usually my goal. So thank you very much for being here. Thanks for understanding, everybody, and thanks for yapping today. I appreciate y'all, of course. Always nice to have good discussions. And yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here. This is Highly in Descent signing off from another wonderful Hyrule Gaming Group production. If I don't see y'all here later or throughout this weekend, I'll see you when I see you, fam. Don't forget to game on. And of course, as always, peace. Wrap it up and on to the next episode. Peace. All right. We are out of here. Thank you everyone for coming out today. No raid today. Just gonna fade out here. I'll try to be in the Discord here if y'all want to chat a little. Otherwise, I will be back in just a couple of hours. Gonna jam out on a new game, some community gaming. It should be a good time. Some music, some yaps, some chats. If you haven't been here for a Friday show before, come on by. It's going to be fun. We like our PM stream around here. So hopefully I see y'all there. Thank you to all my supporters, by the way. Big support coming in today. YouTube, y'all killed it. I think we might have unlocked some new emotes today on YouTube. I'll go take a look and get those plugged in if I can. And of course, Twitch chat. And of course, Ketchup Glizzy, thank you for the support as well, you hooligan. Big shout outs to the fresh follows as well as a couple fresh subscriptions over on YouTube. We broke 4,000. We're already on our way to 5,000. Let's make it happen, baby. But until next time, peace and hit them cat jams, y'all. I'll see y'all in a couple. Peace.